This is starting. I think we're starting.
We're starting.
That's how it starts.
Push it with your dick, dude.
It worked!
I am Ray Taylor.
I clearly don't have a regular job.
I was never really into comic books growing up. Like, I was a geek.
Well, you should tell your face that, because you look exactly like
I do.
Watch the fights.
Fuck yeah, I watch the fights.
I'm Keith Spurlock.
I watch every kind of pornography. I said, all right, to counteract my cancer that I'm giving myself, I smoke weed after every cigarette.
What were we just fucking talking about?
And this is the Inspired Disorder Podcast.
I'm not going to allow you to have an opinion on this just because you're wrong.
Is anyone else's podcast about like jerking off and UFC?
What's up? Rolls downstairs, rolls over in pairs, rolls over your neighbor's dog. What's great for a snack and fits on your back? It's log, log, log. It's log, it's log. It's big, it's heavy, it's wood. It's log, it's log. It's better than bad. It's good.
Oh, yeah.
From
we're
Blammo.
going to do a retrospective of Ren and Stimpy. We're not doing that. Just kidding. Keith is going to play with his dolls real quick because he's a small child. Anyway, we're going to do a UMC special, an Ultimate Movie Championship special. We're going to do our top 500. We're going to do our top 100, and we're going to finish off with our top 20.
We might end up stabbing each other by the end of this.
I don't know. Maybe. I mean, when there's knives,
Nothing to the face.
You're closer to the knives
Nothing
anyway.
to the face.
You're
Deal?
Oh, stabbing. Well, as long as it's my heart, bro. It's not my face.
Just nothing to the face.
Don't like I don't care. I don't want to be stabbed anywhere, and like my face being stabbed is like like if I'm gonna take something off the table, I don't know if my face is the
no face.
No, that's some pussy shit. That's some pussy shit that you think you're like a supermodel or something. Like your face is worth money, and if it gets scarred,
To me,
you're
it is.
gonna lose money.
I already have enough face scars.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm good on 'em.
It's like, oh,
I don't need another one.
Oh, don't ding my beater. It's a fucking used car with 300,000 miles on it and fucking duct tape holding the wheel on, but don't ding it.
Yeah, but it was a nice car at one point.
Sure, at one point when you first bought it. But, you know, then you bought it other ways, and that shit's expensive.
True.
Anyway, so let's get into some Ultimate Movie Championship. The Ultimate Movie Championship Top 500, brought to you by Patreon.com.
Patreon.
Yep. /Inspired Disorder. Go donate $1, $10 of every 10 months. And if you want to go for a full year, 12.
Oh,
you see how it works, people?
A dozen.
It's a monthly. It's like roses, right? And we could make 2.
Yeah.
Just we'd have to make our asses prolapse first to make 2 roses.
We're giving you like 8 shows for $1.
Shit, man. And we're gonna I want to do extra shit. Like if we start getting more, I want to upgrade. I want to get better mics. I want to get a better board because I think that it's going to break at some point. It's going to break. They don't last forever, and then I've already had issues.
It's wishy-washy on the camera and the mics right now.
Yeah. So, you know, if you donate, then I can upgrade the studio and spend more time editing video and all that kind of shit. Because I think I might just do, since we don't do live, I might just edit the video after. Because I've gotten pretty used to editing and shit, just basic editing. So I figure if I get used to it, I could probably get it done. But anyway, donate to our Patreon. But first off, let's play some UMC. This is where we go to FlickChart.com/IDP. And we rank movies. FlickChart gives us 2 movies. We decide which of the 2 deserves to be on our top movie list more. We have over almost 900 movies ranked in total. So we're going to do our top 500 of that 895. And then we'll move on to 100 in a little bit. But starting off, so we're given 2 movies. We choose which of the 2. If we can't decide, then we go to our judges. Critic score wins.
Rotten Tomatoes critic
Rotten
score.
Tomatoes, that's right.
And then,
did I say anything or
no,
just forget
you
to
just
speak?
said critic score.
Yeah, critic score for Rotten Tomatoes, and then if there's a tie, which has only happened once
One
in
time.
history, this will be episode, because I'll chop them up, 75, 76, and 77 of the Ultimate Movie Championship. So the audio version, people are listening to this way in the future. I think still this year. I don't know how far out that the audio is, but it's kind of nice having a podcast where like the audio is all set, like it's automatic.
Yeah.
For like 7 months. 2 episodes a week. It's kind of a crazy thing.
2000.
That's right. There may not be a civilization before you get to listen to all of our episodes. But starting off, the Lego Movie versus Superman. It's kind of a tough...
It's a tough one. And surprising enough, gonna go Lego Movie.
Oh, man. Like, because Superman has the nostalgia factor going for it, which helps make up for the shitty CG. I mean, Lego Movie is a lot of fun. I want to see Lego Batman.
And everything is awesome.
Everything is not technically awesome. That's
in the Lego world it is.
It wasn't. That was brainwashing. That's brainwashing music. It was like, that would be like the beginning of Office Space, where he's like,
brain.
Everything is awesome. And then he gets hypnotized. He's like, I'm going to go fishing. Fuck this awesome. Man. Like in the pantheon of our movie list, I don't know which one. I don't know which one deserves to be higher.
Because they're vastly different.
Yeah,
in
it's
all
a kids'
ways.
animated movie that, like, aside from the cutscenes to Will Ferrell and his kid, which that
5 minutes of the
they
movie.
could have cut that shit out. Like, I get it; it helps. It's with the story.
It makes the allegory
Sure.
of the fucking.
But I don't know. Like when you go from animated, like they should have been, like in Toy Story.
Mm-hmm.
Like if there was live action people mixed with the toys, it would have taken me out, and that's what happened. Like those, and they weren't bad. I like Will Ferrell, but those scenes could easily be cut out of the movie, and I'd be okay with it. Man. I don't even know what the critic. I don't even know what Rotten Tomatoes. Not that I want to go there.
What's the plot of Superman 1?
Superman 1. I mean, it's like kind of origin story. So let's see. Lois Lane gets in trouble.
That
falls
happens
from
in
a
everyone.
helicopter and catches the helicopter. And Lex Luthor is. I mean, he's the main bad guy in everyone. I can't remember this specific. Like I'm running through.
Yeah,
like the different movies.
That's how memorable it is.
No, but that's just they didn't change it up much. Listen, if there's like 5 Lego movies, guaranteed you'll start like mixing up action moments and scenes in the Lego movies. It's like you're comparing a franchise versus a one-off because we haven't seen Lego Batman yet.
True,
and I've never seen any other Lego movie.
There's a lot of Lego,
but they're all like B-side shit. They're not. Yeah. They're like straight to video. They're not like with big name actors and like. This is like their big budget one, where the other ones are all like streaming shit. But I've never seen any of those the other ones. Man, both based. I mean, the best movie ever based on a toy. First off, fuck Transformers, and fuck G.I. Joe.
Ah.
Not that they're. Well, yeah, there was movies, G.I. Joe movies. Never watched them, but I think I tried to watch the first one.
I watched them. They're not good.
Yeah, I saw I don't know. I saw the trailer for the first one. Man, I don't know, man. I mean, I want to go a Lego movie makes more sense, but I know I've seen it more recently.
I like Superman 2 better than Superman 1 because of Zod.
Right. Is this the one? Did they capture the people in the glass panes? That's the second one? Right.
I like that one the best.
What is so it's this one is...
This one's just Lex Luthor is going to blow up missiles and try to create, like, beachfront
like,
property.
Spins the world back in time, right? Was that this one?
Yeah, because Lois gets fucking hurt from one of the missiles hitting. And
I like that. I mean, I like the first...
It's not bad.
At least the first
it's
two.
Good. It's a good movie.
Yeah.
I like
the
Lego movie better.
But the Lego movie doesn't have, like, I'm not going to have any kind of
I'm nostalgic for Legos in general.
Sure, but
more than Superman. Superman was never my dude.
Yeah, but the Lego
I liked
movie
the Superman movies.
The
as
Lego
a kid.
movie is just it's designed. It's like it could be easily the Minecraft movie. It's like it's.
I was a master builder as a kid, so
yeah,
that got me.
Okay, I get it. But there wasn't like they didn't have. There was no Batman. There was no like all the characters they had.
They were just yellow face guys.
Yeah, this
and
way
that didn't
before.
matter.
I mean, now they.
I was
have,
talking about the
now
ships
they release,
and the creations more than
get
the
it.
fucking
I like
people.
Lego as a toy company. As I watched a documentary on them.
Did you ever go to Legoland? Wasn't that in
No,
San Diego?
You can go fuck your. I'm gonna go Legoland. How young? I would have to be like 6 years old to even begin to enjoy Legoland.
True.
It'd be like going to the Science Museum and everything's fucking made out of Legos. It's like, okay, still not real shit. And
Just
now it's
Lego
pixelated.
dinosaurs.
It's
You're
all
like,
pixelated.
damn it.
Yeah. I mean, it'd be cool, but not as cool as like, actual skeletons and shit. Man, I still don't know.
Like
Lego movie.
they're both on about even
Here's
par.
the thing:
I just
that
said Lego
everything
movie
is
for me.
awesome song is annoying as fuck.
Everything is
But it's-
awesome.
yeah.
Everything
But
is
that's
cool when
also-
you're part of a team.
That's also what it feels like
It's
to
catchy
like
as fuck though.
be excited to go work for a corporation. Like everybody's happy. I mean, they're just happy to get a job and make
And that's
money.
what they were
but-
kind of trying to say in it.
No, the whole movie's about being fucking institutionalized and fucking brainwashed and like, oh,
No, it's
like
about
everybody's
going
deluded,
against
thinking
the
that
norm.
Everybody's deluded in this movie, thinking that everything is awesome, but not everything is not awesome. They work
Which
like
is what
shitty
they show
jobs,
it. And then they
Yeah.
and then they show like it's about breaking out of the norm
I
and
get
being
it.
a
It's
master
like,
builder.
It's like it's very much similar to the
Be creative.
premise of Office Space,
yeah.
but Office Space is Office Space.
And Lego's probably not in our top 100. We're doing top 500.
I know.
It could be anywhere in that top 500.
I'm not worried about that. I'm just trying to decide on which one. I don't know, man. I mean, I guess I'll go. You said Lego?
Yeah.
I'll go Lego. Fucking Lego movie. The Wrestler. Enjoy that poster, kind of. Mildly. The this shit, not good. But like, the typography is pretty cool. Versus Godzilla, the 1998 piece of shit with the great soundtrack.
Yeah.
Matthew Broderick was in it, but that doesn't mean it's good.
Yeah.
But he was in it.
He was in it.
Dun-dun-dun, 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 dun-dun-dun. Fucking
P.
Puff
Diddy,
Daddy with the orchestra.
Jimmy Page.
Yeah.
The Wrestler for sure.
Yeah. Oh brother, where art thou? Versus Backdraft. Don't open that door.
Don't open the door. No.
Both that's a good matchup, I think.
For me, it's Oh Brother, Where Art Thou. I never really liked Backdraft that much.
Backdraft, man. I mean, I haven't seen it in a long, but I've watched it a bunch of times.
We
like, in a
had the
chunk.
VHS when I was a kid. I don't
Yeah.
know how we got in possession of it, my family.
Yeah.
And like,
Because you're
even
like
as
anti-firefighter or something?
no, it's just
How
even.
dare us have
even
firefighting
at-
material?
Well, my parents didn't really buy movies,
fuck Stipe Miocic.
but like I watched it a couple times.
It's a great movie. Well, I could see parents getting it because they're like very popular actors of the time.
Yeah, but
So
for me,
it's-
it was
and
like,
it was a great movie. I think it won Academy Award, potentially nominated. I don't know. It did really well. I really liked it, but I'm good with Oh Brother, Where Art Thou. It's a really great movie too. Kind of a wacky Coen Brothers movie,
I still like
but
the
still
music in it.
kind
too.
of. Oh yeah, dude.
and I
when
don't
was
even
working,
like country, and it's
Me either.
very country.
When I worked when I was a projectionist, every time like the scene at the end, it's the
Yeah.
end of the movie basically, and then I think the credits also have more music. But I would always hit and just turn up the as the dog dies, turn up my little speaker in the booth to listen to that song. Like the concert thing. It's like it's always like hairs on the back of my neck. It's like, oh, this is gonna be good. Like the dance scene in Napoleon Dynamite at the end. Soggy Bottom Boys.
Soggy Bottom Boys.
Yeah, I'm good with Oh Brother. Tin Cup.
Tin Cups?
I know it's in our list, but it's like I can't honestly remember most of that movie. Versus Crank, which I for sure remember and really enjoyed.
Yeah.
I'm going Crank.
I'll go Crank
sure.
too, but Tin Cup is a really good movie.
I'm sure if I rewatched Tin Cup, I would. I would just. I'm
say
just,
that
like,
from
so
memory.
vague.
I probably haven't watched Tin Cup since high school.
Yeah, I mean, like late '90s, probably last time VHS or it was on TV or something like that. Kevin Costner, Rene
Cheech
Russo.
Marin's in it. I'm just naming people in it. I'm not saying that makes it a good movie.
No, yeah, I know.
But yeah, I'll go Crank.
I love Crank though. Crank is like it's very much like Hardcore Henry, where it's like a movie that looks like a video game, but it's a fun action movie. Maybe not great, but it's a really fun action movie.
It's fun. It's a premise.
But it's like it's better than any fucking video game movie ever made.
It's dumb, and
he's
think
a video
it knows
game
it.
character.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure it knows. I mean, the second one is like,
Oh,
okay,
that's-
fuck adrenaline and Red Bull. We need like electricity. We need fucking like we need to take it to the next. But it's like he's a total video game character. Like he never dies. He has power ups.
Yeah.
You know, he has turbo speed shit.
I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die.
He has sex with Amy
not
Smart
yet.
in public, which is, I mean, you don't see anything, but it's a funny scene.
Yeah.
I enjoy that.
In front of
movie.
an entire bus.
Both of those movies. It's like as far as like a really fun action movie, it's definitely in the top mix of my favorites. Both of them. Last of the Mohicans, which I do not remember, but it's in our list, versus Batman Begins, which is that the
First
first
one, yeah.
Chris Nolan one? I'm going Batman Begins just because I've seen it more recently.
I'm with you on
and
that.
remember it.
I'm sure,
and it was good.
I mean, I know I've watched Last of the Mohicans more than once, even.
I saw
I
it
can't tell you much of what happened.
as an early teen. I probably saw it once,
And but
I wasn't watching.
But I
those
know if I
movies
rewatched it again, I'll probably be
sure it's
like,
great.
"Oh my god,
I'm
this
sure
is
it's
fucking
great.
fantastic!"
Yeah. I'm sure it's great, but it's like for me going back to watch like the classic movies. There was a point in my life where it was super easy for me to do. Like I was because I just didn't know anything. So it's like, oh, let me watch all the Scorsese shit. Let me watch all the fucking whatever, and then like it kind of died off because it's like there's so much new shit, and then TV shows. Some great TV shows came out, so it's hard to go back and revisit those old ones. And it's not like I've fucking seen Last of the Mohicans anywhere to stream.
Yeah,
I'm watching movies completely differently today than I was
true.
10 years ago. Batman Begins. And as far as the franchises and that, it was way better. I mean, the first Batman franchise was fun. I mean, started off fun. The first two probably.
Started off fun.
And then it was all about, are the costumes going to have nipples? Like, it became all about, like, stupid, controversial, like,
it got more
poppy,
and more Batman 65, the TV show, campy. The further it went on,
kind of, but it was like, yeah, it
with
was just
Mr. Freeze.
I didn't
and
even watch
Poison
a lot
Ivy.
of
Those
the
were
last
terrible.
ones, yeah, because I had no desire. But then they had that Christopher Nolan, which some people poo-pooed while it was going on, which is fine. But then, compared to what we've gotten as far as Batman, it makes Christopher Nolan look a lot better.
No, I like
That's
all
all
the
I'm
Nolan
saying.
movies.
Yeah, but I mean, like all of what DC's doing now, and maybe Wonder Woman's going to change that, but it's like nothing's even close to Christopher Nolan shit. And they weren't even the second one was probably the best. National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation versus The Girl Next Door.
Vacation.
Yeah, Girl Next Door's
It's fun.
it's
but
a
it's
fun
not,
little comedy. Like
not
if you're
Vacation.
in the mood to do like a teen comedy, you could do like American Pie, Girl Next Door, I Love You Man, just to throw a little homoeroticism in there, you know. Airheads, which we've watched recently, versus Starship Troopers, which I've watched probably a couple years ago now. And it's all right. It's like a B action movie with a decent budget.
I
Sci-fi.
love Airheads.
I like Airheads more than Starship Troopers for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
It's
when I was
probably-
a kid.
It's probably the best performance I've seen. Although I think he's done some dramatic things, but Brendan Fraser, Probably one of the better of his comedy movies that he did. Encino Man would be number 2.
Yeah.
But then everything else is like, what are we doing here? And then Adam Sandler, probably one of the most toned down in a comedy that he's been.
Yeah, actually.
Although I heard that he's in another independent movie that's in some festival right now, and he's like similar to his Punch Drunk Love, like very not wacky, and it's like getting like crazy reviews.
Good.
I don't know the movie or specifically his performance, but yeah, I want to see more of that from him.
Why do it
I mean, he's
once
making,
and
like,
then have everyone
billions of
talk about
dollars.
how great it was and then not really do it again?
But even during that process, apparently
Wasn't
the
that, like-
director had to keep like it was Paul Thomas Anderson
Yeah.
had to like keep telling him like they had to do so many retakes because like he kept doing the Adam Sandler thing, and he's like, fucking just do it straight, don't.
Like,
And there was a little.
I wonder if he goes, have you ever met a normal person? They don't.
But you got to think
they
about
don't,
it.
"Woo-hoo-hoo,"
How
at the
long
end
has
of
Adam
everything they
Sandler
say.
done that thing in his career? Like even before
Dude,
Punch
he was
Drunk
on
Love.
Remote Control on MTV
But I'm
with
just saying,
Colin Quinn.
his
which
albums
was-
early on,
that
Saturday
was
Night Live,
way before that. He was on Remote
Right.
Control on MTV in like the early '80s.
Yeah.
which was like a game show MTV used to have, which was fun. If you
I
can
don't
find
remember
any
it.
old episodes of that.
I don't remember any. I can see the like a snapshot of the show kind of, but I don't really like. Did people get thrown back or something if they were wrong? Was somebody in like a lazy boy? At
They were
some
all
point?
in like a lazy boy, like kind of in front of a TV.
I kind of
type.
remember it. Yeah. But yeah, I'm good with Airheads. Steve Buscemi is just always amazing. And even when he's in Adam Sandler shit, like Billy Madison.
Yeah.
It's Billy Madison, right? Where he
Yeah.
puts some lipstick
The
on.
lipstick on?
Fucking great.
Yeah.
Fucking great.
He's in there for 2 seconds and he's great.
Oh, yeah. Big Mama's House versus Sideways.
Sideways.
Yeah, boy.
That Sideways has been winning a lot lately.
Well, it's gotten some good matchups. We got American Pie. Speaking of American Pie, thank you, Internet. Versus Get Off My Plane.
American
Air Force
Pie.
One. Yeah, I'm good with that, pie fucker.
Get off my plane.
The Empire Strikes Back. Enjoy the fuck out of that poster.
Yeah.
Versus Pigwee's Big Adventure.
Did you say Pigwees?
Sure.
Kind of.
I for sure said it wrong.
I
mean, Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah, for sure.
I was never a big Pee-wee, although I did enjoy his movies when I was young. Like he had like a lot of Rube Goldberg. Is that what it's called? Where it's like this thing does that thing.
That was his show.
Well, there was
little bit in the
one of
movies.
his movie. It starts off with that where he's like waking up and feeds the dog
toast
and yeah. I always loved that shit as a kid. It's like, oh, that's so cool. And then it's like,
And then you watch
then
the
I grow
Goonies
up.
right afterwards, and you're like, oh, how the gate
It's in
opens.
so much shit. But yeah, it was in everything probably. But it's like you get older and you're like, wow, that's just like overly complicated
Yeah,
for no
fuck,
reason.
Jesus.
It's
You got to
like-
reset all that
I would
shit
rather
afterwards?
I'd rather just
Oh, my God.
open up the can myself and
Yeah.
pour it in the bowl. The Mask versus Elf. Which is kind of weird, kind of torch passing of comedic, kind of goofy actors. Jim Carrey to Will Ferrell.
I got to go The Mask.
Yeah. Somebody's smoking.
Somebody stop me.
Oh, that's right. Die Hard with a Vengeance, numero tres, versus the J.J. Abrams reboot, Star Trek.
Die Hard with a Vengeance.
Fuck yeah. I love that movie.
Simon
Probably
says...
fell in love with Samuel L. Jackson. Probably the first time I saw him in like a big role in something.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure I've seen him in... Because he's been fun.
As a black
far as guys,
racist cab driver.
Yeah. Well, yeah, the situation doesn't start out very good either, but The Little Mermaid, which is good Purster.
It is a good purster.
I would imagine there are a few Little Mermaid fans that have that tattooed on their body. I would not be surprised at all. Would be a good tattoo if that's your jam. Not my jam.
You could use like
Not my
the water
peanut
and the
butter either.
sky.
It's
to
very
make
Japanese
it like a sleeve-ish
kind of style, yeah. Or it could be a whole back piece or shoulder
Jesus.
piece.
You're like, hey, check out
It
my
could be a
back. What
shoulder
is it?
piece.
Ursula.
Like if that's your shoulder,
Yeah.
your arm, and it just goes, and then you could do something off of the It could easily be a large piece on a person. Versus Tropic Thunder.
Tropic
which
Thunder.
Guarantee there's somebody with a tattoo of that shit on their body too. But
This?
no, just fucking the,
Or just
the,
their
the whole
three
poster.
faces. Yeah,
just the whole
Jesus.
poster.
Probably.
I mean,
someone.
with flames. Tropic Thunder for sure. All right, we'll do a couple more. We'll move on to the top 100. Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Man's Chest is numero uno? No, dos, tres. I think it's the first time we see that guy.
Yeah, it's Octopus Face.
Yeah.
So, seen it.
Versus Basic Instinct, where she crosses her legs, and with a VHS copy, you don't get to see shit.
Shadow.
Yeah, you see like
I
a mild...
assume
yeah.
there's
like,
a crease there.
That's what pussy looks like.
Yeah.
There's no dick.
Yeah.
Oh, man. It is kind of a crazy movie. I haven't watched it.
I haven't watched it
I haven't watched
forever.
it since I was able to get porn. Like, that was a jerk movie.
Yeah.
Although it was kind of it had suspense to it, too. There was a lot of, like suspense movies where it's like, crazy bitch.
There, around this time,
Basic Instinct.
early 90s, Fatal Attraction.
Fatal Attraction. It's the only other one I could think of, but it seems like there was a few more.
Single White Female.
Right.
Although
I think the
that was
premise
two
of that may
chicks.
have been different.
War of the Roses. Divorcing couple, though. But they were both
But
trying
they were
to
both
fuck with...
kind
yeah.
of... That was more like Mr. and Mrs. Smith almost. But
True.
Very more realistic.
And
Wow.
Danny DeVito gets everything in the end.
Yeah.
I don't even know. I care...
I guess I'll go
a
Pirates.
Okay, Octopus Face was good effects, so sure.
I mean, between these two movies...
I don't care about either one.
Like, yeah, it's like I don't really have a desire to. I don't need to watch Basic Instinct again, unless it comes out with like 4K remastered. Maybe get to
where
see
you
better
can see the
versions.
pussy.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, well, maybe the
They would have to sell it as you can actually see her pussy in this version.
It would be because that's
It
the
would
only,
say it on the DVD.
That's like the most known thing about this movie is that you get to. Well, she opens her legs and you see her.
All right,
you
do
see
you remember
her
what
pussy.
she kills people with?
An ice pick.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we remember a little bit from it.
No, I've definitely I mean, it's like I've masturbated to it a few times.
Yeah.
You know, it was one of those videos
but it's not
that
the
I
leg
copied.
crossing scene that you masturbate to. It's the fuck scenes in it.
Sure, yeah, that was the thing. Yeah, there's fuck scenes in
You're
a lot
not
of
gonna
movies.
like. What do you?
That's the nicest thing when you're a kid back in the day. Like instead of internet login, you just get a rental card, and then you just be able to rent rated R shit or NC-17. I mean, I don't know.
Depending on what
You couldn't go back into the special room.
Yeah, you couldn't do that. But back then, they were a lot less. Let me see your ID.
I don't remember, like, even working there, I don't remember ever carding anybody. Like, even at the movie theater, like, I don't remember people carding people. Like, if you're under 13, they're not going, like... I mean, maybe. It's so... I don't know. It's like that
Well,
thing...
you can't
It's not
card
like... It's
anyone
not like
under
serving...
13 because, like, you don't have a card.
Well, yeah, but... I mean, you'd have to, like, school ID or some shit. I don't even know. I don't think they do it. It's not like you're serving
couldn't
somebody
really do it,
alcohol.
yeah.
But,
How old are you?
I think they just
do you have
kind
to
of
chop them in
base
half
it
and count the
off of-
rings?
Oh, yeah, I think that's what they did. Yeah. There's a lot of torsos hanging
This
around.
kid is clearly 12.
Yeah. Look at it. He bleeds like a 12-year-old.
Yeah, pussy. You're
God.
only two pieces.
Good thing we didn't let him into that rated R movie. You could have seen somebody get cut in half. Fucking gross.
Now you people step around over to the second half.
Yeah, we got Hazmat coming over.
Yeah, Pirates.
Yeah, I'm good with Pirates. I'm not good with Pirates, but
Davy Jones.
I kind of almost instantly regret going with Pirates. No. But whatever. That decision's for the Birds versus a more colorful version of the last of the Mohicans poster.
Yes, just the same poster with color.
Despite not remembering,
I'm going
most
last
of
the Mohicans.
I agree. That's what I was saying. Fuck the Birds.
I just
There's, like,
a
I
guy I
appreciate-
like his movie reviews is like, let me tell you how much I love the Birds, and like right when he said that, I'm
It's
like,
people that
I
are
agree with
yeah.
everything else but what you're saying now, so I'm just not going to listen to it. Because why do I? Like,
But,
we're in
like,
agreement with all these other movies. Fuck the Birds. It's
Movie
not that-
nerds will have like
But
the
it's
most.
Hitchcock.
There's a reason why people like David Lynch, because it's like he's doing these surreal things and it's like very
dreamy,
very not
very dream
mainstream
state movies.
He's not breaking any records.
Well, he did make Twin Peaks as a TV show.
Yeah, one of the most highly profitable TV shows of all time, I'm sure. He doesn't make profitable shit. No, mainstream's never gonna get a shit. Not Star Wars. The Transformers crowd is not the same crowd as David Lynch.
No, but I wouldn't want them to, like.
No, I know he doesn't give a fuck.
There
either.
needs to be a Transformers crowd. I agree, but
I don't think there needs to be that. Like, they can all die. I'm good with that.
that'd be a lot of people. That'd free a lot of shit up.
You want to talk about jobs? Most of the engineers, I'm sure there's engineers that maybe not. I mean, there's just
Most of them
cross-section.
are probably like
guaranteed. CEOs love Transformers. Guaranteed. There's some stupid fucking retard CEOs. I'm gonna go watch that Mark Wahlberg classic with the fucking robots. The last one. Shit's going down, and everybody profits. I love it. Last Mohicans. Yeah, I love the director of the Birds. Like, I appreciate what he did for cinema.
Yeah, no, I'm like that with bands, especially older metal bands.
Yeah,
like if someone goes Judas Priest or Iron Maiden, I'm like, I respect those bands, but I don't like their music.
Yes.
So,
like Basquiat for art.
Yeah,
Basquiat. For me, it just it really epitomizes the fucking hack statement. It's like, oh, it looks like a kid did it, because it's very messy, and which for the time. I mean, that's the thing. It's it all depends on when it comes out. It's very groundbreaking.
If no one was doing it, then you're the guy that did it.
Pollock.
Jackson Pollock. Oh.
Jackson Pollock was everybody was doing boring shit, and he comes out with the craziest shit. Everybody's doing I don't remember what they were doing, but it was I think Cubism. So everybody's doing versions of fucking Picasso. They're all doing fucking, just like the modern times. So many artists are doing the multiple eye bullshit. Every artist I see doing it. Every single fucking artist that I follow seems to do at least one of those double, where it's two sets of eyes
or
and makes
multiple, that keeps going up. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
They extends, but it's the basic version of that is just the two sets of eyes, and it makes it's
well, hell, now even in the new Mummy movie, it's when the mummy chick, her eyes start splitting in her eyeball. I'm like, oh, now they're just doing it, and
well, that's different. It's similar but different, because you're getting two pupils.
But it also does
it
more than once, so it's 4 by the end. Or something crazy.
But anyway, I don't remember the point of that.
Star Trek,
fuck everybody.
Into Darkness versus Raiders of the Lost Ark. Raiders of the Lost Ark.
That was the second J.J. Abrams one.
Yeah,
right?
that's
fuck that
Khan.
movie. That was a stupid fucking movie where basically old Spock comes in and spoils the end of the movie.
Hey, this is how we killed this dude before.
It'd be like if Star Wars in the opening tracker text is if you actually, because I usually don't read it. I'm sure I probably read it at times, but imagine most people don't read it. I would imagine on the first viewing, if you're dyslexic, you can go fuck yourself. You're gonna try and read. I can't read that shit. Yeah. I try and I can't do it. But imagine that opening crawl just basically telling you the whole story that's going on. And then you watch the movie. It
kind of does in the prequels,
wait.
which is stupid.
Oh no,
it makes them even better.
That's the greatest. He created it though, so it must be great.
It's for kids because kids love galactic trade wars.
Or, oh, you're just stupid. You just don't understand.
You don't understand it.
Oh yeah, Dad.
You didn't like Batman, Superman. You just don't get it.
Oh, rest in peace to us.
Raiders of the Lost.
Fuck. Yes. Fuck yes. You know what would be a close matchup for
Get
that?
off my treasure.
Actually, wouldn't be a close. Yeah. A Scanner Darkly versus Rocky.
I like A Scanner Darkly a lot, but it's going up against Rocky.
True. Very true. Very true. Yes. Any other Rocky movie
probably gets beat by Scanner Darkly.
Scanner Darkly is a tough movie to watch if you like to drink.
Motion sick on that shit.
I mean, it's remember the early Mr. Katz animation? I think it may have been
we're super
squiggly.
Yeah.
I mean, it's very similar.
Yeah.
Except for this is rotoscoped over actors.
It's like watching the
But it's-
Aha Take on Me video for like
Kind of
an hour
but
and 45
even
minutes.
more visual stuff, because that was just, at least there was a white background
Yeah.
and it was drawing on it, so it was a lot less visual shit going on. With that, it's like the whole thing. But I love it. It's a good sci-fi.
I really like that movie.
Yeah.
I need to actually
It's-
rewatch that movie.
It's well, I've definitely watched it a bunch of times, but it's like it's horrible if you drink. Horrible.
Well, I always
Or if
drink,
you're drinking.
so.
I mean, it depends on where you're at. You know, like if you're drinking and you're at the point where it's like spins are an issue. I mean, this could make the spins happen.
True.
Yeah, but I'm good with Rocky. Wait, let's move on. Let's move on. We've done this enough. Before we do that, everybody, go to our Patreon page.
Oh, again. Yeah, we're going to tell you again.
Yeah, because we're going to do it in 3 segments, so just do another one. It's supposed to going to be chopped up, too, so I need to do the fucking...
Go to Patreon, give us $1 a month.
That's
Shit,
right.
people, you get 8 shows a month.
That's right.
What is that? It's like 12.5 cents an episode.
It is definitely more than most people tip delivery drivers.
You drop
12
more
cents.
change in your fucking couch a day.
Yeah, it's super cheap, people. And you're helping us grow so we can start doing more stuff. And if you want to donate more, you get perks. But now, the Ultimate Movie Championship brought to you by patreon.com/inspireddisorder. Top 100!
I thought we just did 5, then 100, and then now we're to 20.
We haven't switched yet.
Oh, we did? I thought
Yeah,
we'd
we were
switched
going
earlier.
to. And then we never did. This is the
Oh.
first time switching.
Yeah. Oh.
That's why it was checked on 500 still.
Oh.
All right. Planet of the Apes.
No. War. Or Dawn.
Dawn.
War's the new one.
Yeah. Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. So this was the second one.
Numero dos of the new ones.
As far as new franchises go.
I love both of them, and the new one looks awesome.
Exactly. Like,
Bringing in Woody Harrelson,
and
perfect.
it feels like it's one of those franchises that's really good. Like
It feels
it's-
like it keeps getting better.
But it like I hear people talk like positively on movie podcasts, shit like that. But like as far as like the overall cultural impact, like it doesn't really feel.
No,
it kind of
I
feels
don't.
like it's under the radar a little
It's very
bit.
under the radar in terms of like.
Because it's like it's not.
It's not
it
a
is
Fast
a
and
name.
the Furious movie. It's not a Transformers movie, which fuck
I
those
know. It's like
franchises.
this
but
is
like,
an older franchise too.
But this is done the best. Like we're starting off with the James Franco one, which was great, and
Which
then,
is like it's the monkeys and the CG are like the best part of it.
well,
I mean, so
it took
well
the
done,
first
anyway.
movie being so well done,
Yeah.
to set up where they went with the second and third.
Well, hopefully the third.
Hopefully,
third.
it looks great.
It looks
from-
great, and
Versus Minority Report,
which is a fucking great movie
which is
too.
a fucking great movie. We knew going into top 100, we were gonna have to fucking.
I know it's 20s next, bro. So it'll be shorter for
It'll
sure.
be very short.
But yeah, I wanted to hit all the major
Minority Report.
Man, I guess, yeah. Like I don't know, like because of the franchise still going with Planet of the Apes,
2002.
it's a trickier thing.
And the effects, I believe, still really hold up.
And
Minority Report.
probably one of the best. I believe that's Spielberg, right? Spielberg, and I want to say it's one of his last.
I feel like he was a part of it, but I don't know if he
see.
directed it.
Minority Report.
You're not typing anything in.
It was in my mind. Or porn. Minority Report, directed by Steven Spielberg.
DVDASA.
Another Philip K. Dick, very similar to Scanner Darkly. Which
That
the
dude writes
sequel,
everything now.
Well, most
Everything
sci-fi
sci-fi?
shit. Well, not everything. I wish he wrote the Aliens movie.
Stevie S is from Cincinnati. Oh, didn't know that.
Let's see. What was the last? Was that the? Let's see here. Not producer.
Oh,
Fuck that. Director.
yeah. Let's go. Let's see what Steven Spielberg movies I don't really like.
Well, hold on.
or
Let's-
give a fuck
Let's
about.
find Minority Report and move from there.
Right there.
There you go. I like Catch Me If You Can.
It's all right.
Did not like The Terminal.
I didn't hate it, but I wasn't.
As far as like,
it's like okay. I
as
like
far
Tom
as Spielberg
Hanks.
directing that
I
shit.
like Tom Hanks. So
Right, but Spielberg directing a fucking tiny. It would be like.
it was very well shot in a very
because he
small
got
area.
a huge budget. I'm sure.
Yeah.
Steven Spielberg. It's like it's a very independent movie with a way too big of a budget. Like way too big. It's a very an independent movie.
It does have a very independent feel
Because
to
it's
it.
basic. It's very simple. But it's like, it wasn't done by an independent filmmaker. Clearly, it was done by somebody who's used to working with big budgets. Because there's nothing artistic. Like, that's the thing when it's, like, so simple. You don't have to worry about huge set pieces and a bunch of actors. Like, then you can really fucking go creative.
Yeah.
And we saw the creative he did, which is not. He's basically
So,
the Spielberg.
The first
I like
two
War of the
after
Worlds.
Minority Report aren't that bad.
I liked
I was
Munich.
indifferent about War of the Worlds and never saw Munich.
Fuck
Indiana
Indiana
Jones can
Jones.
suck its own dick. Adventures of Tintin, whatever. I don't care
It's
about
animated.
that shit. I saw it. But
I never
didn't care.
saw War Horse.
Neither did I.
Didn't see Lincoln.
Neither did I.
Didn't see Bridge of Spies.
Neither did I.
Sadly,
I tried to
had-
watch the BFG.
BFG is
It's-
big fucking good. Gunk.
It's whatever.
And then everything else.
I read the book as a kid, or had the book read to me.
BFG?
One of the two.
Yeah, but like when you're, reading a book, you're painting. You're the director. You're everything.
Yeah.
Because you're seeing that. I mean, usually you're seeing that shit in your head. So there's nothing to live up.
Well, and then later
up
on
to
in
that.
video games, BFG just meant big fucking gun.
Yeah, but that's not what the movie was about.
Yeah, it would have been cooler if it was just about a big fucking gun.
Or big fucking giant, and all he did was fuck things.
ah,
It's like,
just
fuck the
he grabs that
penthouse.
little girl and he's just like, ah, like that monkey with the frog, like, ah, and then just throws it away, and like, what the fuck?
Exactly like that. That's the exact same thing.
The big fucking giant.
pedophilic giant.
But before that was AI,
which he
Okay.
didn't. I mean, he finished.
It's a Kubrick movie.
It's a Kubrick movie directed by Spielberg, which is not a good mix as far as two
It's okay.
styles.
but
It's
people
like
shit on that movie.
It's bubble.
not
It's
bad.
candy.
It's just super long.
It's candy mixed with Long Division.
yeah, but
They don't mix.
Yeah, but you got to eat the Long Division.
No,
so you were
nobody
right.
likes Long Division. I mean, people get into Long Division because it's complex and it brings them there. And he does half good movies that are really long sometimes, but then he died. And then Spielberg is like, "Oh, I'll just candy make it."
You know what? Looking back, Steven Spielberg,
But Saving
not,
Private
not
Ryan,
even close to my favorite director at all.
Jurassic Park.
Awesome.
I mean, he did a
Hook.
sequel.
Indiana
which
Jones:
was
The Last
horrible.
Crusade was
Hook,
good.
Indiana Jones.
The Color Purple. Wait,
I don't think I've ever seen Color Purple. Temple
that's
of
with,
Doom. Not
yeah.
a very. I mean, it's a good movie, but it's not impressive as a director. It's not impressive.
Yeah.
Temple of Doom. E.T. Raiders of the Lost Ark. I mean, he's gotten a lot of like. As far as his
Jaws.
resume, they're not all fucking culturally relevant, but
I
he's
mean-
gotten like.
But when you
Jaws,
say director,
yeah, I mean he's one
and
of the
you say
biggest
Spielberg,
directors. Yeah.
everyone's like, ah.
Yeah, but that's because they forget, like I was saying, old directors, they're falling off, bro. Ridley Scott, falling off, bro. I mean, he makes stuff look good. It looks like a movie. It looks like you're watching a
I
movie.
saw a couple people,
You know?
that are super digging the Alien Covenant in my timeline.
I've heard some like small, like just not in-depth reviews where people like it, and then like some that just I don't know. It's mostly.
And
mostly
it's weird,
negative.
but neither of us hated it. But we both, if you listen to our review, it sounds like it. But it's just
I like it
because
more
I
than
was.
Prometheus.
It was just because I was bummed out. I think,
I like it more than Prometheus.
and I did.
Like Prometheus is a movie that I don't need to ever see again. Like this one, I don't need to see again. But if it's on, I'll probably like. There's a few set pieces that are pretty fun. Prometheus.
I'll end up watching it again. I'm not saying I wouldn't, but
Yeah, I liked it better than Prometheus, but that's not saying I did not like Prometheus at all. You could see the money they put into it for sure. It looks great.
why
they got
is
a great
everyone
actor,
in the Aliens universe
but
the
they're
dumbest
fucking
people
retarded
of all time?
Yeah, exactly. It's stupid.
Hey,
It's-
we landed on an alien world, not the one that we were scouting.
Yeah.
Let's all get off without our helmets on.
yeah.
Why?
Well, and then the Prometheus
Why?
is the exact same
Well, when
thing.
they're like,
except for
"Hey,
they,
the air's breathable,"
yeah, they wait 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Instead of just getting out of the plane,
but
they
at
wait
least,
5 minutes.
At least they got off the shit with
no,
the
it's
helmet
not.
on.
At least they got off with the helmet on. They both end up within 5 to 10 minutes exactly the same. They're the most retarded fucking crew members that are, I don't know. It's whatever. It's whatever.
Of course, they're hiring mountain
it's
climbers
whatever.
and shit,
It's whatever. They're trying to do way too much. Like the first movie, basic, simple. If that was done today with that kind of care, and they don't have the thing and like the shitty fucking rubber alien thing at the very end, be by far the best of the franchise. But they don't want to do. They want to do big, epic, blockbuster kind of a thing. It's not that kind of movie. Like ever since fucking the second one, everybody's been trying to change the fucking franchise. It's like it was good, and the second one was fun because it's an action movie.
Yeah.
But anyway,
let's go Minority Report.
Yeah, I'm good with that. I think that's where we were going with that anyway. But for sure, one of the last of the few of his good movies, great movies. And that was different. Like visually, like he tried to do, although it was kind of Saving Private Ryan, there was very like Vaseline on the fucking lens, kind of like, but a different color palette. It was more blue than browns or whatever. Primal Fear versus Stand By Me. Primal Fear.
Stand By Me.
All day Primal Fear.
I can't. I like
love
Primal
Fear.
And I know your affliction with it, but Stand By Me is also one of my.
But it's probably because I've only seen Stand By Me like a couple times early on. Like it's a movie I probably rented or saw on TV a couple
probably
times.
one of my top 5 at least Spielberg or not. We just talked about Spielberg. Stephen King adaptations.
Right. Which I enjoy the Stephen King adaptations that are less like crazy sci-fi shit. Although The Green Mile had that in it, but it was very much not
like horror,
like
Shawshank.
Yeah, like
Green Mile, Stand By Me.
There's another one.
There's another
one.
big
one that I'm not thinking of. But yeah,
but I mean
those versus the ones that that are very supernatural. They're cool. Like I love Tommyknockers and like
I
seen
like Dreamcatcher.
They're
a lot of people
interesting,
shit on that movie,
but they're all like, as far as they're handled, as far as being made.
Well, he only directed one.
I don't want him to direct. Just because you write something doesn't mean you can direct something. That's the thing.
He directed Maximum Overdrive, and that's a good movie. I like Maximum Overdrive.
I mean, it's not a bad movie, maybe, but it's not. I don't know. They're all about the same kind of category of movie where they're like, I kind of get it. Like shit's going weird, but it's not like high quality done. It's like versus Black Mirror. Black Mirror is like.
Yeah, but I mean,
so well done.
A lot of Stephen King stuff in the 80s ended up being, 80s and early 90s ended up being like made-for-TV movies. The Stand was a super long one. I mean, the original It was a made-for-TV movie.
Yeah. Well, and then they remade The Shining, too, which he liked
that was later
version more than
he hated
Kubrick's version.
But
which I agree, I guess. I don't hate Kubrick's
but
version.
I didn't
I'm just not a big Kubrick fan.
I watched the other one with the dude from Wings.
It's not good.
It's not good at all.
No, I know. But that's the thing. It's like he's a writer. So like all the director has to do to make him like it is to get it close to the vision he had while writing it.
Kubrick never
versus
did that. All of his stuff, he drastically
He's
changed.
an artist.
He's
an artist.
Yeah.
He's gonna do his like.
He wanted to make his own version of
everything. You put a movie on, you're watching a Kubrick movie versus a fucking Zack Snyder movie.
Yeah.
Not to bring his name up, but it just came up because it's very or you watch a
Michael Bay versus
stylized. Yeah, Michael Bay movie is very like stylized kind of a whatever.
Take it to the judges.
Fuck, Primal Fear is so good. I love Primal Fear. All right.
It's good, and I remember when we first started talking, like I didn't really remember the movie, but I didn't remember it in the context of the title.
Yeah.
When you described it to me, I remembered that whole movie, and I thought it was a great movie.
Edward Norton.
Yeah, being a bipolar or
Richard
like pretending
Gere,
to be.
probably one of my favorite Richard Gere movies. 74%. And it's like a scandal where like a fucking priest is like molesting children on videotape, and like it's very much like it's way before Spotlight, that movie where it's like the newspaper that uncovered the molestation shit, way before that shit. And it was like like everybody knew that's what they were doing, and there was a movie back, and it's fucking great. So 74 for Primal Fear.
Which I'm all right. I'm glad it wasn't the fan score. The fan score 89 on that one.
I'm good with 89.
Yeah,
I agree with the
I'm.
fans. What was yours?
Stand by Me.
Stand by Me. That's right.
So 74 versus
Stand by Moi.
91. Boom.
Well, that's not that surprising, I guess. It is a well-regarded film. You win some, you lose some. Anchorman, The Legend of Ron Burgundy, because when you live in San Diego, you're basically habitating within a whale's vagina. Versus Speed. Pop quiz, Hop Shot.
Hop Shot.
Mm-hmm. Pop Shot. I forget what I'm used to Douglas movie, so I might just be fucking that one up. But just go slow. Don't go under 55. For sure, Anchorman. I did B&Es to watch Anchorman. I mean, the business was open, but
I did B&Es before
I didn't pay
Anchorman
for it.
came out.
well, I did that too, but that was for purpose, not just being an asshole. The Karate Kid. I kind of enjoy the top half of that poster. Versus Signs. Swing away.
The Karate
Swing
Kid for sure.
away. That's right. Wax on, wax off. Daniel San. Karate Kid all day. All right, speaking of Spielberg. E.T. the Extraterrestrial.
Testicle.
Extra testicle. 3 testes. Tri-testes. Versus Anchorman, The Legend of Ronald Burgundy.
Anchorman again.
Hey, everybody, come see how good I look. Scotchy, scotch. Here
I'm
it goes
trapped
down,
in a glass
down
case
into my
of
belly.
emotion.
Here it goes down. Yeah.
Milk was a bad idea.
And it was because I lived in San Diego, based in San Diego. So it was like Coronado Bridge, Balboa Park. There were like things where it's like, I know that place. And milk was a bad choice. Yeah, I'm good with Anchorman. Anchorman 2, dog shit. Well,
Not dog shit, but just not
really
great.
not good. Like, I have no desire to ever, no.
I've only watched
Fantasia.
it once, and
Me
I'm
too,
not-
and it's enough.
Never
I'm
clamored
done.
to
I'm
like.
done
I
with it.
need to see that again.
I would when the first one came out on DVD, there was always like stores would have like get bonus features with buying it through us or whatever. And Best Buy had one, and they had the original. They had like an extra disc full of just extra scenes, and then they had the original cut, which was based on the Time Bandits or the Alarm Clock Bandits. The original storyline of the movie was that there was these alarm clock bandits, this bunch of people from SNL, and they were like robbing banks, and like they had some gimmick where it was really not that great, but it's
I saw
when
a
they cut it
version of
together,
it that was all cut from like deleted scenes, and maybe I saw.
but
the
it's
version
completely
you're
different
yeah,
actors. Like they're not in the movie.
Oh,
Like
I
it's
understand.
like a shitload of people from SNL. But yeah, I've seen alternate versions of the original Anchorman where it's like certain jokes are different or whatever. But yeah, it was like a completely different movie. Like there's a few scenes from the one that we know of.
Yeah.
But so anyway, Fantasia versus The Lion King.
The Lion King for sure.
In the
Cool of life.
Yeah.
Fantasia was all right as a kid.
Fantasia's fun to like if you know
It's
like
like a
how they made
soundless
it. If you
Disney
know,
movie.
well, if you know how they made it, basically it's like their sound orchestra people made this thing, and then the artist listened to it and then just animated whatever
He
they
thought
were inspired by the
Disney
music.
inspired to it. Yeah.
Well, the actual artist. So it's a weird. It's the opposite of how movies are made.
Yeah.
Where music is
At
to
the
complement
end. Yeah.
the video, and that was a exercise that I remember doing in art class. Teacher would put on music, and then you just kind of, I think it was just, I don't remember how he did it, but it was an exercise. Big Fish versus Observe and Report.
Big Fish.
100%. Probably one of the few that would beat.
You
Observe
say it every
Report
time.
For
Oh, I thought you were gonna say one of my top 2 Tim Burton movies.
well, it's one of the few Tim Burton movies. Talk about the most generic fucking poster.
That is the
Like
worst.
that should just say action
Yeah.
movie. Get ready for Rush Hour. Wait, Jackie Chan?
Yeah.
That's actually what they should have used for Rush Hour. Get ready for Rush Hour. Speed.
Speed.
Speed versus Blade. But yeah, Speed. And they didn't even need a rave scene to win. Let's do a couple more. Home Alone. I really enjoy that poster for Home Alone. It's like an MC Escher kind of,
Yeah.
and very. It describes the movie 100% too. Like all the different floors of the house cut open. That's fucking. I really like that's definitely one of my top as far as like these kind of illustrated kind of posters. Winning versus The Silence of the Lambs.
Shh. The Lambs want it silent.
I gotta go Silence of the Lambs, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah.
Both fucking
I
great
love
movies,
Home
though.
Alone, but
Yeah.
Silence of the Lambs is a better movie.
Agreed.
And
All right,
I've watched them probably just as close to as much.
Yeah. I probably watched Home Alone more.
Motherfucker.
Wow. First off, Goonies poster. Kind of love it. It's very much collage poster.
Very on point.
Goonies versus Jurassic Park. I do kind of enjoy that Jurassic Park poster as well. Very different from like the typical Jurassic Park shit that they do. Jurassic Park holds up more, but Goonies
holds up fine. What's wrong with the Goonies?
The fact that the special effects don't hold up.
What special effects are there?
Makeup, set design. Just the overall look of it is very much dated. You could pretend that it's not, but
no,
it's
I understand.
a great.
It looks 80s.
Yeah, it's very much.
But like besides like the pirate ship looking a little corny.
Yeah, and all of the other things that all the booty traps that happen are very. Indiana Jones, Temple of Doom, or not Temple of Doom, but Raiders of the Lost Ark did the booty traps better.
They were around the same time though.
I know, but I'm saying Indiana Jones did it better. It's a kids movie. It's not like they're fucking doing big budget shit with kids movies. It's our time, but our time will pass, and then all of the kids will kind of go on to decent shit. Actually, some of them.
I'm going the Goonies. I like Jurassic Park, but besides the awesome special effects, I don't know that
need
there's
to go
a full
super
movie
negative
in
on
there.
Jurassic
I'm
Park.
not. I love Jurassic Park.
First off, the only good movie of the whole series, the only good,
Yes.
and holds up top to bottom. Versus, none of the other movies do. Even the one most recently made. Like it's a solid fucking film, great movie. But I kind of lean towards Goonies too, just because it's fucking more nostalgic between the two. They both have nostalgia, but Goonies came out earlier.
Yeah, Ford.
But Jurassic
12-year-old
Park,
me enjoyed the
like
shit.
there's very little to talk shit about Jurassic Park. You can make shit up, you can pretend like there's bad, but everything's fucking. It's a pretty solid film, top to bottom.
No, it's a good
There's
film.
nothing stupid. There's nothing like what the fuck.
Those kids are retarded.
They're children. The worst part is when there's adults.
movie's
Have you
full of
seen
children.
adults in film that are stupid?
And they're not damn near
Prometheus,
near as stupid
fucking
as these people.
Alien Covenant, retard adults.
Very
smarter.
much so.
The kids in this movie survived. The adults in those movies all die because they're stupid pieces of shit. The kids are smart for kids. I mean, Newman's stupid, but there are stupid people. It's not like everybody written, every character in Jurassic Park's an idiot. Early Samuel Jackson. Yeah.
This is arm bit off.
Yeah, he's a small part in it, and parts all over it. But our list, I guess I'll go Goonies. Goonies over Jurassic Park. Goonies?
You Goonies! One more?
Yeah, and we'll move on to top 20. Zombieland versus E.T. the Extraterrestrial. He's got extraterrestrials.
And E.T. keeps getting bad matchups because Zombieland beats E.T.
Yeah, I agree. All right, moving on to our top 20.
But before we go to our top 20...
That's right. Everybody, go check out our Patreon page. Patreon.com/Inspired Disorder. /Inspired Disorder. Donate $1 a month or more. It's a monthly thing, so if it's $12 a year. Help you out with the math there. And perks if you do want to donate more. And if you get us to certain goals, we're going to start doing more shit.
And we'll give you his dog.
As like, sure. And like, good shit. We'll give you extra episodes. We'll give you like all kinds of different shit.
And a dog.
So anyway, and a dog. That's right. But
and my cat too.
Let's get into the Ultimate Movie Championship, brought to you by InspiredDisorder.com or Inspired Disorder. Patreon.com/Inspired Disorder. We're doing our top 20.
This is gonna be rough.
Did it switch it? I assume it did. I can see both of these being in our top 20. The Goonies versus Donnie Darko, Keith. This one's easy for me because I know where Donnie Darko sits in the history of the show. I understand you're a fan of Donnie Darko. You have a tattoo of the bunny on your chest, and you masturbate all the time furiously. Who's the lead actor? Jake Gyllenhaal?
Yeah.
Wee. He's got some sweet eyes. But this is our time, Keith. This is our time. You have to understand the list that we are building. And the building blocks of this list need to be solid within the acceptance of some shit that we change on a very regular and sometimes random basis, by which we determine the qualities desired for the brick of our list.
Trumpian speech where I didn't understand most of it.
That's,
what's your choice, right?
I mean, it's easily, way easily, The Goonies. But because I'm not a huge fan of Donnie Darko, as you know. Yeah. Which is why because of being the Inspired Sort, not the Keith Spurlock list of famous favorite movies, where I'm sure Donnie Darko would be way higher than any human would probably have it on their list. But, everybody has different tastes.
20.
I'm not judging you. I'm just saying you're wrong.
Since this is the top 20, and I do think I'll go with The Goonies.
Good. I'm glad you did that. I wasn't too worried.
It's got to get knocked out of the top 20 because it's the top 20 versus the top 20.
True, but but we're reshuffling the deck. Yeah. I mean, not right now.
We could reshuffle right now.
There's no way Terminator 2.
We can do a little reshuffling right now.
Terminator 2 Judgment Day versus Fight Club.
The best Terminator movie ever.
Yeah, versus one of my favorite movies ever. It's like
this isn't the Ray Taylor.
This is the pat on the head James Cameron. Good job making a really good movie.
Super good.
With a giant budget. You did it right once.
How much money you had.
You did it right once.
Fucking great.
I even enjoyed the extended director's cut, which I did not enjoy any of them for the Aliens, or at least the couple of them. But I mean, this is easily Fight Club. There's no way Terminator's going to be
I'm
number
with you on
one on our list. All right. It's time.
Well,
It's a weird Goonies poster. I don't really like it.
I love it if I could see it better.
It's
I think
very
that's
much your
flaw.
artist. It's
Scotty
very
Young.
much Scotty Young style.
Yeah, so I'm.
Anyway,
I don't want to jerk off over that poster. Only if I
I've
could
just
see it
seen
better.
a lot of Scotty Young shit recently. I'm like kind of over it.
What are you talking about?
Yes.
I actually don't have any of them out right now.
That's
which
okay.
Is
I know there's a plethora of them in
like
this house.
80
Yeah.
or so.
There's probably more of his artwork in this house
Than
than
yours?
anybody. Just anybody.
True.
I don't give a fuck who. Like even more than
Adriel.
or the Henry the other comic that the first one. Law Dog. I can't remember the artist's name. Anyway, Something About Mary versus the Goonies. Like, I'm leaning towards the Goonies, but I
So
feel
am I.
bad that we've already gone so far so many times
So
with the
do I,
Goonies. But
it's
also, I mean, I love There's Something About Mary.
So do I. But
I don't know who the fuck chose this font. This is horrible design here, people. But
I believe that's a Tout PX. Like it's got to be a different country poster.
but the font is horrible. It's English. It's normal Latin letters or whatever. It's not a different. It's not German.
And it's not even Comic Sans.
No, it's Comic Sans. Comic Sans is horrible.
Everyone
Sans,
it's a punchline now. Comic Sans
it's because
yeah.
it is the worst font.
Yeah.
It is a horrible font, and people use it all the time. It is like I think comics
Is
do
that
it.
now a hipster thing though? Just to fucking
No, it
because
looks
everyone
horrible.
hates it. So
Hipster things would be more.
they do things
would
that
be
everyone
it would
hates,
be like
and they do it ironically. So I can
no, they
see
don't
that
do
being,
everything. Like you could say every kind of category of person. Emos do that shit because it's the thing everybody hates. Yeah, everybody hates putting their hair all greased up in front of their face and being dopey all the time. Every group of person is doing things that everybody else that's not in that group hates generally.
point.
Hipsters, they're doing like the retro shit. They're like, it's all about trying to regurgitate older shit and making it seem hip.
I thought the hipster thing was all about like ironically liking shit.
That's I think the term hipster is
Who even knows anymore? I
it's
don't
not
even
it's
care.
not an accurate description of any one person. Like when we went and saw Guardians of the Galaxy, the dude that came with the little mustache and the little fucking newsy hat, hipster as fuck.
Yeah.
That dude is a hipster. But then there's hipsters that have like the $1,000 hairdo and the $1,000 beard trim.
Yeah.
Those fucking people are hipsters too.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, it's like Madonna's song, She's a Material Girl. It's like they're material men because they pay a lot of money to dress and look and be the way they are, to do their hipstery things, to do like their old-timey, like the bar car. I would imagine super hipster bar. Just because it's like it's old timey and it's like kind of a
I've never been in there still.
themey thing. I don't really go to bars anymore. I mean, aside
Tag
from
bar is it's a
I go to
bar,
eat
but it's more
burgers. I'm not going.
restaurant, yeah.
Like when I go to bars, it's
Jesus,
to drink.
could you imagine getting drunk there? You'd spend $100.
I mean, it's a bar. Bars aren't cheap. Unless you go to like a shitty. I mean, the Hearth House was super cheap, but still, you spend a shitload of money.
You could you drink real cheap where I'm from. But yeah, I'm going Goonies.
Man. What was the first Goonies matchup we just had that was close?
Goonies versus Donnie Darko.
No, the close one. That was the last one. That wasn't close at all. I'm talking about the close one.
Yeah, we've only had it's only popped.
This is the third time it's come up. Literally. The first one was in our top 100.
Oh, that was.
It was a close one. It wasn't. Donnie Darko's not close. The fact that you think that I would ever
not you
choose
for me. I didn't.
But
I
that's
wouldn't
what
think
close
about you.
means.
No,
That's
it was
what
close
that's
for
what
me.
this is.
It was close for me.
That's not close. That's 50%. That's halfway. That's nothing near close. 75%. That's close. 50% is halfway there. It's a moral dilemma. It's really a matter of your perspective on life.
I'm trying to think though.
But that was a close one, kind of.
Home Alone?
I don't remember. I guess I'll go Goonies. Goonies? I'm good with Goonies. Team America World Police versus Forrest Gump. I mean, this is tougher. Way tougher.
That's
top 20.
And I love Team America, but for me, it's Forrest Gump.
Yeah. Forrest Gump.
I know some people that hate Forrest Gump.
Well, you just know. Here's the thing. I have a feeling you know people that just like to hate shit.
I think we all know those people.
Sure, I know some people. I know some people that like to. I understand the type of mentality of a person that just like really has no actual opinion on something. They just love to hate shit. Like, oh well, fuck that shit. It's like, do you know anything about it? No, but fuck it. You know, like there's just kind of that mentality of the ignorant hate thing. But like anybody that would hate Forrest Gump, like hate it. Like I see somebody not like Forrest Gump. But if you hate Forrest Gump,
but yeah, I'm with you on that.
If you hate Forrest Gump, then you're just a hater. That's all you are.
You don't like good movies or acting.
I mean,
or American
but it doesn't
history.
even have to. Like I've seen movies with bad acting, bad writing, bad directing. I don't necessarily hate them. It may have been a bad movie, but if there's a movie where it's like Batman versus Superman, where they're getting a or even worse, fucking Suicide Squad with like triple the budget almost of Alien Covenant and looks like a fucking made-for-TV dog shit piece of shit. That makes me angry. I spent fucking $15 to see this dog shit
probably more
in a movie. I'd rather see it. Like Alien Covenant. At least there were entertaining moments. I wasn't sitting there going like, "Oh, this is like literally TV movie."
So
TV movie.
When I went to work, I started talking about seeing the movie, and this other kid's like, "I saw it. What'd you think?" Mm-hmm. And I was like, I pretty much gave him our synopsis, and he was like, "Right?" Yeah. Like, and I was like, "Yeah." And then so the rest of the day, every time like he'd walk by because I was working in the back and he was grill, I'd just look at him and go,
"Yeah."
And he'd be like, "You're crazy." And I go, "Dude, when you were in that movie, you should have just yelled, 'Hands up, don't shoot.'" And he was like, "Oh my God, I should have yelled that."
Alien lives matter. Yeah, Forrest Gump.
I mean, Team America's fine to be awesome in the top 20.
As far as comedies, it's going to beat a lot of comedies.
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
But Forrest Gump. Fucking Forrest Gump.
I know. That's a great movie.
Forrest Gump should be in the top 10 of everyone's movies.
FlickChart's like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. Oh, Brother, Where Art Thou versus Office Space.
The Space of Offices. This
our number 2 ranked movie versus who knows where the
number
fuck.
19-ish.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's
who knows?
It's gone up a couple times, so you don't know.
But I'm saying Office Space.
Oh, for sure. Good Will Hunting versus Oh, it's on the wrong side. I mean, I guess here it's on the right side.
It is on the right side right here.
So, Good Will Hunting versus Donnie Darko.
His movie versus my movie, and we don't really essentially
go to the judges on this one?
There's no need in fucking arguing about this.
Yeah, I mean,
you're not gonna, and
like
I'm gonna lose it, but whatever.
Both of these movies should probably not be on our top 20, just because, like, we should have movies that we both agree on. Yeah, like that's at least our top 20 should have that. All right, so Good Will Hunting. Good Will Hunting comes in at a rockin' 97%.
And I know because we've looked it up before. I knew before we were looking it up. I'm like, I'm gonna lose this.
Academy Award winner. It went up against Titanic.
I don't give a fuck.
Guess who won?
I don't like that movie.
Guess who won? Yeah, but
how
between
about
that and
apples?
Titanic, I would rather watch that. Yeah, but it's got your favorite boyfriend in it. Who's the worst person in this movie?
Daniel
by the way?
Day-Lewis is in that movie?
Oh, yeah, your other boyfriend. Sorry. Baffleck.
Jake Gyllenhaal's in that movie?
No, Baffleck. Remember Baffleck? You love Baffleck.
I do like Baffleck.
I don't know if I never Fargo, I guess, or Argo. I don't know. What was the other one? Oh, Donnie Darko. Wait. Hold on. What was
97? We got
okay,
it.
97. Fan score is a little bit lower, but we're going with critic score. Donnie.
It's gonna be like fucking 78 or something.
Donnie Darko, spelled it wrong, but they gave it to me right. 86.
Not bad.
Way higher than it should be, in my opinion. But that is neither here nor there.
Whatever, fucking Will Hunting.
Great movie. Versus,
I guess.
Versus just like, oh, let's just do some unexplainable shit. Inglorious Bastards versus Home Alone.
Inglorious Bastards.
Yeah. They kill Hitler. Fucking Macaulay Culkin didn't kill shit. Good Will Hunting versus Toy Story.
Toy Story.
I'll go Toy Story. I understand what we're doing here.
And they actually might have almost tied on the critics' scores.
Yeah, it'd be close because Toy Story is going to be up there too.
Yeah.
But I like Toy Story. Never-Ending Story versus Forrest Gump.
You forgot to say Forrest Gump right.
Sorry. 是谁姓是是是是是姓谁是发姓卡令的 fur.
Until you said Fur, it was the exact same title as the first one, but I'm going Forrest Gump.
That's the. Are you? Wow.
Over the Never-Ending Story?
Yeah, but you've like, oh, Never-Ending Story. You've like argued that the Never-Ending Story holds up.
It does for me.
No, it does not hold up.
Yeah.
It's still like a fun movie to watch, but on no level does it hold up.
For me, it does.
When I was a kid, that was like amazing shit. Now it's not amazing shit. Now it's a bunch of
Well,
puppets.
there's certain
and fucking.
parts of it, like the Rock Biter to me holds up.
It's done well.
When they go to the Ivory Tower, that's when it gets goofy and there's like people with fucking Mardi Gras heads on and shit.
True.
But
True.
A lot of the other shit,
But Forrest Gump? You're going Forrest Gump over
the
it?
Never-Ending Story? Fuck
Yeah.
yeah.
It just hurts my brain that you went that way.
It's a better movie.
It's not. We're not doing the better movie list.
It's a movie I'd rather watch.
Really?
I'd rather watch
We've
Forrest
literally watched Never-Ending Story more times than Forrest Gump.
just because we've watched it once
Yeah.
and we haven't watched Forrest Gump.
That's 100%. Actually, 100% of the time, we've watched Never-Ending Story.
60% of the time.
We've never watched Forrest Gump.
No.
So it's 100%.
100% of the time.
This shit
It
works
works.
120% of the time. Just like Sex Panther. I was not expecting that.
How not? Like
Because of the same reason that Goonies is beaten. I mean, I understand why. I like both of the Goonies and Never-Ending Story, very similar as far as hold-up ability. They're very much of the time. They're very much kids' movies.
I think Goonies
I still
beats
fucking
Never-Ending
love it.
Story.
I do too, but they're very similar
Very
as far
similar,
as
I agree.
how much they hold up and what they look like. They're
Time
very much
when they came out.
if you didn't know
What they're
you know
about.
exactly when they were made. It's both kids movies, both fantasy movies. I get it.
both when we were young enough
Forrest
to be
Gump, it's like even retards can have a successful life and become billionaires.
No,
Actually, it's more depressing.
It's how a
'Cause he just
retarded white
stumbles
man
into money.
steals every black person's accomplishment throughout time.
That too. Although he did, he made a lot of money for his. I mean, it wasn't done on purpose.
What,
He wasn't doing
the
it-
throwaway line of the apple.
He
off
wasn't like-
the fruit company.
He's that he invested for the family of Bubba's family, the black family in the movie that are now like bajillionaires because they have stock in Apple.
Well, they were billionaires just from Bubba Gump, and then he fucking invested in Apple after that.
Yeah,
But I'm saying that's just
super
a
rich.
super throwaway line in there of like invested in some fruit company, and now I guess I don't have to worry about money no more.
yeah, but that's like it's not really a throwaway line. That's a very memorable line. If you watch the because it's
I
hilarious.
watched the movie enough. To
It's
be like,
hilarious.
that to me is a
It's
throwaway
hilarious.
line. It is, but
It's not a throwaway line. It's I mean, it's a small. It's not like a bit. It's not like you went to
like without
Vietnam.
that line, that movie doesn't change at all.
Sure, without ping pong, that movie doesn't really change that much. It's just a little bit shorter. He still does like 50 other
They
crazy
could've
shit.
Truly cut out that ping pong thing.
But
that
the
was
Apple
fun.
thing was like it was like when Lord of the Rings ended 4 times.
Yeah.
That was like, I think they were trying to do a
my
moment.
ass was
They
so
were trying
sore.
to do a moment like, it was like, we're gonna close out this. We're gonna tie up the loose ends of this character. We're gonna tie up the loose ends of this character. So
They
it's
didn't
like,
really. They just
here's
kind of
the.
showed separate.
It shows
shots,
how everybody else showed up,
but
ended up.
it barely fucking wraps anything up.
But if I mean, it's not a big thing, but like if they didn't do that, then it'd be like, I mean, it's a nice little cherry on top. It's like that family benefited so much from this fucking retard, that was friends with their son. It was like a heartwarming thing. It's like, oh shit, they're gonna be like, they're rich already. They went from being the maid to having white maids, and now they're invested in Apple stock.
They rewarded her with one line in the movie. Is you crazy or just plain stupid?
Yeah,
Stupid is, stupid does, Miss Blue.
yeah. What does that have to do with anything? That's a throwaway line. That's just so she can get paid.
Yeah, but I'm saying that was what.
There's 100,000 characters in it. The dude that says when he wipes his face, like, you get to see where all the origins of all these fucking one-liners.
Yeah.
It's like, oh shit happens.
The fucking yeah.
Throughout the whole movie is full of that shit. That's what the movie is. Him barely interacting with anybody more than once, except for Jenny. Pretty much.
And
Jenny is the
why
only
doesn't
one.
Forrest have AIDS at this point too? Did he start using a condom later?
Because that's not how AIDS works.
Forrest Gump for me.
Yeah. Okay. I'll go with Forrest Gump. The Silence of the Lambs and the good poster coming back versus Terminator 2.
Which also
This
a good
is a
poster
tricky.
for that. Yeah.
It's all right. It's not like I've never seen that until it came up recently. That shit's the logo for that movie. It's
I feel
everywhere.
like that was the
video
poster.
games. Like every kind of merchandise that came out for Terminator 2 was that picture. So it's the most overused picture. And then there's been a bazillion versions of the robot person where their face is like coming off from damage that have nothing to do with Terminator. But tricky matchup.
I go Terminator 2. With Silence of the Lambs, like
They're different movies.
they
Action
are, but like for
versus
me,
slow
like whatever they are,
suspense.
they should be 4, 5, or 6, 7. Like they're so close. But for me, Terminator 2.
Right? That's Terminator
Miles
2.
Dyson.
Yep. Here's the thing. Terminator 2, fucking great. Great movie. Best of the Terminator franchise. My favorite James Cameron movie. Probably my favorite Schwarzenegger movie.
Silence
Probably.
of the Lambs, best in that franchise.
Silence of the Lambs.
Which is a franchise now. You have to look at that's a franchise too. There's just as many
Better
fucking movies.
franchise than Terminator. So it wins on that thing already. Terminator's a dog shit franchise. Silence of the Lambs, not great. Although TV shows of both of them I heard were good. I didn't watch either of them.
I didn't.
But Manhunter, the very first Silence of the Lambs
Never saw
movie, better than Terminator. It's a fucking good. It's more of a detective kind of a movie.
But wasn't that was a TV movie, right?
No, it was a movie.
Oh, was it?
I think Michael Mann directed it. One of his early ones. I mean, it looked like a TV movie, but still better than Terminator, the first Terminator, which I've only seen part of.
Which
it's just super slow.
I said it on the last one. I stand by it.
Yeah,
It
not
sucks.
good. So Silence of the
Fucking
Lambs
sucks.
Manhunter, Silence of the Lambs, and then Red Dragon and what was the other one? Hannibal. They're not great, but they're still better than all the dog shit Terminator things that I've seen.
I didn't hate Salvation, which everyone else hated. Which
No
was the
desire to see
which
it.
was the Christian Bale
Yeah,
one.
I guess I haven't seen that one or the newest
I
one.
haven't seen the newest one, but I have no desire to
But
see
after
that
seeing 3,
3
and
is
then
so bad.
I want to say I saw one other one, or was Salvation after 3? But
Salvation
it's just
was
like,
after 3.
But I just, as a franchise, we're not choosing franchises, but I would say Silence of the Lambs beats Terminator.
As a franchise, maybe.
But
as...
for sure, 1,000% beats Terminator. I mean, it's not like they're great, but they're better than the Terminator movies.
Yeah. But they kind of have to be...
Between the two, like, Silence of the Lambs from top to bottom is, like, there's some, like... moments in Terminator 2 where it's like there's like minor things,
I don't have any
very
of those
minor things. There's no minor things in Silence of the Lambs.
Through the entire Terminator 2.
But Silence of the Lambs from top to bottom
any of those moments
is a fucking amazing film from top to bottom. Amazing film.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with Silence
which
of
is
the
why I
Lambs.
think it should be right behind Terminator 2.
I think that's why I think it should be right above Terminator 2 because Terminator 2, although being a fucking great movie, the best James Cameron movie I've ever seen. James Cameron isn't an elite director and this is not like he finally was able to do.
I don't even care
he's finally able to
I'm just saying I like that movie better.
Well,
than that
it
movie.
means it's the artist that made it.
Yeah.
James Cameron it's a very James Cameron movie. You see the Alien franchise, what he did to it. He did the same thing with Terminator franchise. Turned it into an action movie. Did a way better job with Terminator than he did with Aliens. But that seems like that's all he does. It's like, oh, let's take this kind of idea, this kind of template of a film, a storytelling,
and
we'll make it action. I mean, the second half was like action. It's kind of like a destruction film where it's kind of
disaster
action-y.
movie, but it's supposed to be a disaster movie.
Still not a good
Titanic.
movie. Still not a good movie.
I really don't like Titanic.
No, it's way too long. Half of it's boring. The other half is like, everybody dies. It's like I don't give a fuck about Titanic.
It could
made a shitload of money.
It could have opened
made
up
a shitload of money
on hitting the iceberg, and I'd be like,
I don't. It's like James Cameron has done like amazing things as far as like extending technology,
and making
doing
money.
new things. But as far as being a director that I enjoy going to watch his work, Terminator 2 was it. Like I don't mind the shit that he does. Like I don't mind Aliens.
I love Terminator 2.
I don't mind. Like Terminator 2 is great. I don't mind. Like I don't
We
mind the
both
work
admit
that he does.
Avatar's okay.
It's like I don't mind it. But it's like he's not aside from like technology-wise doing new shit. He's not doing new like as far as storytelling.
To the bottom of the ocean, bro.
He's like it's like he
In
went
his own
he went
ship.
from like print words to cursive. That's all he's done.
He found the Titanic.
He's like he's been able to push the technology but doesn't understand storytelling. But I love Terminator 2. It's my favorite of his movies, but I got to go Silence of the Lambs. It's just I mean from top to bottom and they're both just as enjoyable to watch. I mean for different reasons. Action versus like suspense kind of
psychological thriller.
Yeah. But then from top to bottom like just the acting's way better in Silence of the Lambs.
I agree.
Cinematography is handled differently, although it's a different movie. I mean, James Cameron has like an aesthetic. He's very much an action movie director. Wide shots, kind of like he's not good at like characters. He doesn't give a fuck about characters, which is nice when you have a robot.
I thought he built up Linda Hamilton's character pretty well. Like
Terminator 2 is his best.
Yeah, and then showing getting you kind of felt for Edward Furlong. Being the rebel kid in a foster home. This is his best one. This is unlike what he usually does, in my opinion, where it's like Newt. That was the second one, right? Fuck Newt. Newt was put there. Newt is the worst version of the kid that dies in Revenant. Because it's a fucking kid. But she makes it through the whole movie. In the Revenant,
that's why it's worse.
Exactly.
Early. It's like
he's the reason
they're
the whole
both
movie
there
happens.
for the same reason. They're both there for the exact same reason. We want to get emotions for a kid in a movie dealing with hardship. In Revenant, dies immediately, so it's revenge for a kid. In this one, the fucking kid somehow is way more suited to surviving against alien predators than all of the trained adults. All the criminals,
because she could fit
or
in
whatever.
Small spaces.
There's
That was the whole point.
Yeah,
of
but that's stupid. That's like that's the only reason. Like, facehuggers are small. Their tongue thing is small.
But you got to get over. You got to get over an egg for a facehugger to even come out.
I'm just saying, Newt. There's a reason
Everyone
why Newt
loves
was
Newt.
a racist.
Everyone, you're the only person.
That statement.
I'm
very
people that like Alien.
Yeah, no, it's not an accurate statement because guaranteed there's people that hate Newt. Not everybody
hates
loves that
Snoop.
movie. That movie is like it's a worthless character. But from top to bottom, Silence of the Lambs. That's why I gotta go Silence of the Lambs. It's a step above Terminator 2 for that
T2
reason.
for me.
All right, I'm going judges. Which
If
I
either
know
one
Terminator-
wins, I win both ways, but I gotta
Yeah.
hold strong
I mean, it's-
on my convictions.
I get it. Terminator 2 Judgment Day, not 3D.
Terminator Day, and it actually works.
Terminator 2 Judgment Day, 93% versus a movie that won like 10 Oscars.
It does, yeah. That doesn't mean I'm gonna win, but 93 is pretty
It's
respectable.
Pretty respectable as fuck, yeah. All right, so what was it, 93?
93.
Versus Silence of the Lambs coming in at
95! Oh, that's super close.
step above.
That's why I said they should be 1-2, but for me it
I
was
know.
just flip-flop.
You just don't know how to count right. I get it. Silence of the Lambs. All right. 2 more? 3 more? All right.
I feel like
I have a backup in case this shit starts to flip. Yep. All right.
well, it's fine. We're only doing 3 more, so we can
It's true.
just finish out on this.
I mean, Goonies versus Team America. Goonies. It's pretty simple.
Really?
Dude,
I thought
have
it
you...
I honestly thought it would have flopped on that one.
Really?
Yeah. I thought you would have been like, Goonies has
No.
been on a roll, but like Team
that's the
America
thing,
lost
Goonies is-
earlier.
That's not how I'm playing this. It's like, just because Team America lost, Goonies
No,
has
I'm not
been
even
winning.
saying in that respect of
Goonies
like,
has
I
been
think
winning because Goonies is a top contender.
It is not like
Team America is a top contender, but it's a top 20, not a top 10.
true, but
That's why it's easy, because it's top 20 versus top 10 for me. Versus 1 and 2, not 1 and 2, but just steps.
yeah.
With his last one, this one's bigger steps.
All right, I'll go Goonies on that.
I mean, I love Team America, but the sentimental value.
I thought I was gonna have
Cashes out.
a harder time earlier when I chose against Team America, and you agreed with me there, so I'll go Goonies on this one.
All right. I don't even remember what that matchup was, and that poster was pretty nice. Nose was a pirate ship. Well, Goonies versus Good Will Hunting.
You can either take it to the judges or choose the Goonies. I don't know.
I'll go with the Goonies just because.
But the judges would have fucking
Here's the
murdered
thing.
me because Good Will Hunting's 97.
Here's the thing. I would rather have Good Will Hunting and Donnie Darko off of our list because we're never
so
going to agree on it.
divisive on us. Yeah,
They're whatever. They're honorable
they should
mentions.
be top 30.
They should be at the bottom of top 20. I'm good with them on top 20, but I don't, but yeah, Goonies. And the posters both suck for both of these.
Yeah, it was terrible Goonies poster. Nice comb over, sloth. What are you, fucking retarded?
Physically. We don't know mentally. Jurassic Park versus Office Space.
Office Space.
Yeah.
It wasn't even a fucking...
Yeah, I know. Jurassic Park's fucking great, though. Jurassic Park easily should be top 10. Easily top 10.
Here we go.
Okay, Donnie Darko versus Team America. I mean, I'm going Team America.
Yeah, and I'm not.
You're not? I was just saying that we should try and knock these fucking movies off of it because it's stupid that they're even up there.
I agree, but Team America's probably about at 19 right now, and Donnie Darko, fucking... I'd like to...
That's completely fine with
I'd
me.
like to see it a little above that.
Yeah, you would like to see on our list higher than a movie that we both like, a movie that you only like, which makes a lot of sense.
But you don't hate that movie. You
I
just
don't
like.
Listen, I don't hate a lot of movies. Doesn't mean they should be anywhere near my top 20. I think we should have movies that we both agree on. Like the bullshit that we have, like movies that we're both, oh, I like it. Well, I don't like it. And it's going to be the exact same argument every fucking
You
time.
just don't get it, bro. I can't even say it without laughing. You just don't get
whatever.
it, bro.
For whatever reason you like Donnie Darko, I like fucking Good Will Hunting. Whatever. It's not going to be something
Yeah,
where
I'll
it's
go
like
Team
we're going
America
to
then,
change
whatever.
each other's fucking opinion on. But yeah, Team America is way better than Donnie Darko.
I mean, no. But
On every level.
Nah.
On every level.
Terminator 2.
Yeah, I'll go Terminator 2.
One
Good Will
more.
Hunting versus Terminator 2. Speaking of
One more since we both just voted down our movies.
Jurassic Park versus The Big Lebowski.
The Big Lebowski. Well, this was...
Let's do one more.
All right.
Let's just go. Let's just go for a little bit. I think they're gonna be usually pretty good. Big Lebowski. Next up, Oh Brother, Where Art Thou versus Empire Strikes Back.
Empire Strikes
Back. Because we can like rattle through some of these, readjust, and we'll go through our top 20 list.
Yeah, we need to
see how it changes
because it's got to be different.
It's out.
It's gonna skip when it comes back.
It's like,
so.
oh, we'll do one more. I swear, we'll do one more. No, you are not gonna do more. We're done. Website's like, we listened to you. You said you were done. We're done.
No, you said it.
You said
fuck-
Spielberg.
You
We
said
gave you
it.
Spielberg.
You fucking said it.
Empire Strikes Back
Versus Anchorman,
Which
the
is
legend
the-
the second one,
second
the
one,
best
yeah.
goddamn Star Wars movie of all time, pretty much.
All right. Versus Anchorman, the best goddamn Anchorman movie ever made.
Ever made.
Guaranteed.
Ever guaranteed.
Guaranteed.
Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah.
Fight
I mean,
Club
Fight
versus
Club.
Good Will Hunting. Fight Club. Yeah.
You sure? No.
Oh, if you'd accidentally clicked
I
that.
know. I was really making
Terminator
sure I
2
didn't
versus Home Alone. Terminator 2.
Terminator 2. All right.
Well, this is going to definitely adjust shit.
Goonies
Goonies versus
versus
Good Will Hunting.
Goonies.
Goonies. Goonies won so much.
It's good though.
Office
Office
Space.
Space,
versus
Never Ending Story.
Office Space.
Office Space.
Glorious Bastards. Oh, brother, where art thou?
Gloria
Bastards!
Jesus.
You started us. That was awesome.
I was going to say Jesus Killer, but it was Hitler Killer.
That was awesome.
I think they knew that. I was like, oh, we've got an atheist on our hands. Yeah, Glorious Bastards all day. Boom,
really?
boom. Let me hear you say, wayo, wayo, saving your choice. All right, last one. Very last one. Whatever comes up and then refreshes, and then we actually pick after it refreshes, we will do it. It is not Forrest Gump versus Fight Club. It is Forrest Gump versus Toy Story. Motherfucker, what the fuck are we going to do?
Probably have the neighbors call the cops on us.
I would. I'm just saying this is not easy.
This is the good one to end on. But for me,
Toy Story almost made me a computer animator.
did it.
Yes.
Are you?
I took a class in computer animation
How'd that
and
turn out
realized
for you?
how it was.
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck this shit. I'll just watch more Toy Story. And they made more.
I used to play ping pong, and I liked Forrest Gump.
I used to play ping pong too.
I've ran before, and I watched
But
Forrest Gump.
I don't like Balls of Fury.
I played football, and I watched Forrest Gump.
I used to be mentally retarded. I liked Forrest Gump.
I've sat on a park bench before and eaten chocolates, and I like Forrest Gump.
I saw a plastic bag float like a feather, but it wasn't Forrest Gump.
Was it American Beauty?
Yeah. Both scenes are stupid. Fucking stupid.
So beautiful.
Great movies, though. Both great
So
movies.
yeah,
I guess
I'm surprised American Beauty isn't. We don't get that more often, but maybe it's lost a few times.
I don't know how far. I know it's come up at least once.
Oh, I know.
But I
yeah.
don't. It's probably. I mean, what did it go up against? Like Blade 3 or some shit.
Blade 3 probably kicked its ass.
Yeah, yeah. I've never seen Blade 3, but I'm sure we went with it. I gotta go Toy Story. I mean, I don't know. It's like Tom Cruise versus Tom Cruise. Even though Tom Cruise isn't in either, it's Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks? I'm looking at it going, Tom Cruise in
I got
Toy
the first
Story.
name right, which
So,
for names is pretty good. I grabbed at it and just it's the wrong
It
pecker.
says Tom Hanks.
Yeah, that's probably what I saw that made me change from Tom Cruise to Tom Hanks.
I got to go Forrest Gump.
It's not flying. It's falling with style. Okay.
Lieutenant Dan.
To
You got
infinity
new legs.
and beyond.
Like the spaceship?
Yeah. The throwaway scene where they wrap up a character by a small little interaction.
She tasted like cigarettes.
I love both these movies. Don't get me wrong. I love fucking both of these movies. I probably came the same time he did when he touched the titty. And I wasn't even touching a titty. I was just like, I feel you, bro.
I think I ruined your roommate's robe.
Yeah.
It's okay. I don't like it anyway.
I just felt like running. Life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get. Something bit me in the ass. There's a snake in my boots. I'm just saying, he's got range.
Lieutenant Dan,
This is Tom Hanks versus Tom Hanks.
Ice cream, Lieutenant Dan.
Hanks versus Hanks.
Forrest Gump.
What's the best Hanks movie? Is Forrest Gump the best Hanks movie?
Forrest Gump.
I mean, we're Hanks versus Hanks right now.
Yeah,
we could do actors too. We can like for fun.
Yeah,
we can rank their movies.
Yeah. Forrest Gump,
which we should
is
do.
Probably the best Tom Hanks movie.
I mean, it's probably his best performance.
A great movie, but it's a slog. Like it's Schindler's List.
I would almost rather
it's Schindler's List with AIDS.
Yeah, I'd never watched it.
It's like
it never felt like what. It's
no,
like I knew the premise. Like, I don't want to see somebody die for AIDS until I watched.
Some of his rom-coms were fun. I like the funny ones. Like I like Joe versus the Volcano
versus Forrest Gump.
Burbs,
Forrest Gump. If
Money Trap.
Forrest Gump versus The Burbs is on TV, and I only have 2 channels. I'm at a motel. They're going to start at the same
Forrest
time.
Gump.
I'm going The Burbs.
Wow,
it's just more fun. The Forrest Gump is a great movie.
I guess it depends.
Kind of long.
Like, yeah, but I'm fine with it.
If I'm on a plane, Forrest Gump, because I'm not going anywhere for a while, so I'm killing more time with Forrest Gump. But if
it's not even a time killer for me. It's like at this point, I'm just like I kind of want to watch Forrest Gump, but I still think it's more rewatchable for me than
just
Toy
rewatch
Story.
The Burbs. Oh no, I've watched both of these movies a shitload of times. I've for sure watched Toy Story more, because every time a new movie comes out, I probably rewatch it, and then I get into I probably watched it. So Forrest Gump didn't inspire me to become retarded, play football, enlist in the military. Probably inspired my my mishandling of like relationships and stuff. But other than that, Toy Story inspired me to, for a moment, try and do something with my life. Like maybe this is the thing that I'm going to do for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
And it was a new thing, and they did it super well.
Yeah, that's still.
I mean, here's the thing.
Forrest Gump.
I can almost guarantee Toy Story is going to be higher ranked.
Probably. I'm not. Like, I like Toy Story. I think it should be in our top 20.
Yeah, they both should be in our top.
Forrest Gump.
Completely comfortable with both these movies in our top 20.
I don't think it beats Forrest Gump. To me.
Yeah.
But
man,
I
mean, it's like
I don't think there should be an animated movie in our top 10.
Why?
So I don't think there's an animated movie that is really.
There might be
one of the 10 best movies.
I don't like. That's like I don't think there should be a black and white movie in our top 20.
I don't either.
What? Like, okay, so like The Wrestler's not good, Raging Bull's not good. Like, there's good.
Not a black and white movie.
Oh, that's right. It's kind of muted. I mean, then you have to. But it's like I don't think like I'm not going to put
Raging Bull. I'm
never going to say there shouldn't be a fucking like. I'm not going to say my favorite movie's never going to be an animated movie.
Say that.
My favorite movie's never going to be a fucking.
I shouldn't say that.
It's just like. There's nothing
up to now in my life.
Toy Story should 100% be high up in our list.
It should be.
Toy Story. I mean,
Number
animated
11.
movie. I mean, I don't know. It depends on what's in our top 10. It could,
I
know. Fucking Donnie Darko's probably in our top 10. That could easily swap
we
out
bumped
with
Donnie Darko down
probably
like
now.
19.
Yeah.
But like I'm saying, like
I'm
for me, there's 10. There's 10 live
really
action
good
movies better than any of the best animations that I've seen to date.
If there is a really good animation movie that you're not thinking of,
I
have no problem.
Absolute,
I have no problem if it's a great movie.
I shouldn't
being
say
in our
they
top
should
5.
never be. Yeah,
we could have
I should
top
say
3.
None,
it can happen.
None that I've seen so far are in my.
And
top
it's
10.
like, what the fuck do you consider animation? Because You want to talk about Guardians of the Galaxy 2? How much of that shit was not animated? It's just realistically animated.
I mean, just Rocket and Groot.
Oh, so they went to space and spaceships shot off shit?
Yeah.
Everything in that movie was green screen.
You don't know how space works?
It's like, I'm just saying, it's like, what's the definition of animated? I mean, there's such a gray area with animated that it's like...
I'll agree on that, too.
This is fully
the Polar
animated.
Express and Beowulf.
Those are both fully animated.
But there's...
Rotoscope, very similar to Donnie Darko, but in a really horrible computer.
Yeah.
Like,
it's like they did a Scanner Darkly, but better in 3D.
No, they tried to be realistic.
Like, it was like
they didn't want any style.
Character.
They wanted to try and
do the real face
Yeah.
and body.
Well, but they
but
weren't.
covered in CG.
They were fucking their filters over the fucking yeah. It's like rotoscope, but without the creativity. Really, it's just filters. They put a lot of filters and skins.
Forrest Gump.
Man, just a year after each other. What a fucking talk about Tom Hanks's fucking
Dude, he
career.
was Tom Hanks so hard back then. I think
He's still Tom Hankson.
Dude, Philadelphia was probably like 92.
Yeah, it was.
And he
early.
won a fucking Oscar for that shit.
And I think that's more because he was more of a comedic actor, and that was his first dramatic
straight
role.
AIDSy.
Yeah, his first dramatic role.
Yeah. Lost all that weight.
When comedians,
The Castaway.
if a comic has a good dramatic role, and then if you lose weight, you got a disease, you're
he was
retarded.
in a sitcom
He
called
goes
Bosom
from
Buddies.
AIDS to retarded.
He was in
No, I know.
a fucking TV sitcom called Bosom Buddies, where him and his buddy dressed up like women so they could get housing because they couldn't afford it.
Yeah. Which, I mean, then there's like, there's a lot of...
It may have only lasted one season.
Yeah, but there's like movie-wise, like there's White Girls where it's like, oh, we're going to be a different race and different gender.
Yeah.
And like there's
saying
and
this
then
was-
there's movies where it's like chicks pretending to be boys. And then that was like all in like the 80s,
Girls
70s.
Don't Cry. There was like
Well, Girls Don't Cry, but like there was the comedy, like the football. She was like a football. She went to like, or I think it was football. It was a comedy back in like the 80s.
where's the
I can't
one with
remember.
she was like she wanted to get a scholarship for like journalism, and they wouldn't give it to her as a girl, so she switched schools. And then like she met this dude, and then like they were buddies, but like she had a crush on him.
Is it when decade wise?
80s.
Oh, I don't remember that. Or it's not ringing bells. But anyway,
Forrest Gump.
I think that's a Fox soundtrack. I guess I'll go Forrest Gump. Life is like a box of chocolates. All right. Was that? All right, it's the last one. This is the last one.
And it's the easy one.
Anchorman versus Home Alone. You are Home Alone.
Anchorman.
You are a small child. Home Alone. For sure. For sure. Hey, everybody. Wait, I already did that one. You gotta
We
keep your
fucking
head on a
shook some
swivel.
shit up today.
We did. All right. So you can go check out our top list. We're going to go over our top 20. See what shit changed from the last time. Not that we will really notice, but we're going to go through it anyway. You can check it out. FlickChart.com/IDP. Starting off with our number 1 movie, Fight Club. Number 2, Office Space. Number 3, The Big Lebowski. Number 4, The Empire Strikes
Back?
Counter-Striking. And number 5, coming in with integrity, books covered in leather, with shelves made of rich mahogany, straight from the whale's vagina. We have Anchorman, The Legend of Ron Burgundy, coming in number 5.
Number 6, we got Inglourious Bastards. Number 7, The Goonies jumping up a bunch. Number 8, Jurassic Park somehow?
I'm good with that.
Wait, what did I call earlier? Go.
Oh wait, Forrest Gump.
Forrest Gump.
Story.
Jurassic Park, wasn't that the one that I was like 1, 2? No, it was probably something else.
It was Silence of the Lambs.
Silence of the Lambs,
Which is we haven't even gotten to yet.
shit. Jurassic Park.
I'm still so far
at number 8.
fucking great.
Number 9, Forrest Gump.
Great.
Number 10, The
Great.
Never-Ending Story.
Okay, top 10.
Good.
There's nothing in there that either of us
I don't
are
hate-
like.
I don't
there should
hate
not-
any of those
There's
movies.
no Donnie Darko. There's no
Good Will Hunting.
So
I don't hate any of
we've
those.
got a good top 10.
Okay.
I'm happy with this so far.
So far.
It's not. I mean, I don't necessarily agree with it, but I'm happy.
No. There's
Happy.
others I could do.
I'm not disappointed. There's no disappointments. There's no like a movie like that is like a
Neither
rock
of
in
us
your
groaned
shoe.
when we were reading any of
It's
those.
like you're going on a walk with your dog and you got a rock in your shoe. It's just one little rock.
Like my back's hurt for
But it's
3
like-
days
yeah.
because I fucking got drunk and fell in a bathtub.
That's way more annoying than a little rock in your shoe.
It is.
It's really annoying when there's a movie that you don't like in the top 10.
But it's
really
like my
annoying.
back.
Yeah, but that's super. That would be like a prequel in our top 5.
Oh,
That's
my-
back pain. That's really painful. It's like, why is that even there?
I'm like,
Why is that even there? Which was there for a
I
while.
can't even move right now.
Yeah.
And
Well,
I'm
you
like,
don't need to.
True. Number 11.
Oh yeah, number 11, Toy Story.
Oh, shit.
Not bad. Terminator 2, number 12. Number 13, Good Will Hunting.
Yeah.
14, Team America.
All right.
Yeah. Number 15, Donnie Darko. So they're
It's
both
fine.
top 15.
Yeah,
all
that's
right.
fine.
I'm glad they're moving down.
Fine,
They're not in the top
yeah.
10. It's all right. Still could go down. Like if they're both, I know we both love these. They're both in our top 10 of our movies.
Yeah.
But like, I would rather just focus on movies that, like, if they were both gone from this list.
Out of
And
the
we
top
get to
20,
populate,
yeah, I
you know.
I agree.
Yeah. I
They
mean, they'll
could-
be
they
high
could-
up there.
They
I
could
don't want
both
them gone.
They could both be out of the
There's
top
no
20.
blacklist for these two.
But I don't have a tattoo of any other movie,
I don't have any movie tattoos. So.
which is a good idea because you shouldn't.
I have
pot
one
co-
band
pot commit
tattoo.
On.
We both have band
I've got
tattoos.
2 band tattoos.
What's the other one? Oh,
The skull.
I don't know.
Just
which
a
that is.
buddy of mine had a band, and that
okay.
skull with the.
Right.
It's
Anyway,
Dark Ruin.
you?
Look him up. Yeah, it's
Okay.
me. 16. There's something about Mary. I'm
Okay,
all right with
all right.
that. 17. Silence of the Lambs. Fine. 18. Home Alone. Okay. 19. Oh Brother Where Art Thou can get the fuck out of the
Yeah.
top 20, and number 20. Kingsman could probably get out of the top 22. There's something else that could be there.
I enjoy Kingsman.
It's fun.
I will watch the next one. 'Cause
I bet the next one's better than the first one.
I do too.
That's my bet.
But neither of them should be on our top 20.
No. Unless the next one is just fucking, it could be the next John Wick or one of the John Wicks could definitely replace this on our top 20.
John Wick could. I mean, it's just John Wick could replace Kingsman.
Yeah.
I think it could replace Oh Brother.
Yep.
Home
I don't know about
Alone
Home
would
Alone.
be
That'd
tricky.
be
Tricky. Depending on the mood.
depending on the mood for you. Yes.
It should. I mean, just based on the fact we both like John
Yeah.
Wick, Donnie Darko
I
should
say
lose.
no for Team America.
Maybe depending on my mood. But yes,
Yeah,
most likely.
Yes for Good Will Hunting.
Yeah.
No for Terminator.
No for Terminator.
No for Toast.
No.
Probably no.
It could get in our top 20.
It could. That's
It has
what I'm
the-
saying.
It has potential.
John Wick.
Yeah.
Where you at on our list, John Wick?
Yeah. Well, I mean,
You hiding
sometimes we don't do
we don't do
new
the current,
movies,
but we do open a lot, and you would.
every once in a while we'll get a new movie. We mix it up. We fucking 70 something. We've done this a lot.
Yeah.
We've done this more than people have ever done their just one podcast.
Yeah. People
Like
bought a
professional
whole
people.
People bought a whole setup like less than this, but comparable almost
Yeah.
to do less podcasts than we've done on this.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. All right, people. So thank you for watching. Follow Keith at Spurlock1 on Twitter.
Or just go to your local AA meeting. I'll be there in a second.
All right. Keith's going to join you at the AA meeting. He's going to stop drinking.
No.
Oh,
I'll be
you're just
there.
going to go there.
I'll just be there in a second.
Oh, be
You
there in a
go.
second. You go. He'll be there.
In a second.
That's really fast, man.
No. Once you're there, I'll be there.
I'll be there.
I'll be there. I'll be there.
I don't
have any other
It
verses
was like
for that.
it was kind of like running down a
I'll
path
be
with a shitty
there.
flashlight, and it's like I can still kind of see a little bit. I get it. I'll be there, and then my flashlight cut out. It's like,
Whenever you want me, I'll be there. I'll be there.
what's the next verse?
Hey, yeah.
I'll
Be there for you.
I'll be there. Just when you need me, I'll be there. I'll be. That's Keith outside your door. I'll be there. Just think of me.
No, like, and you'll be in an AA meeting where they're talking
AA.
about Jesus and shit.
I'll be there. Oh, Keith of Jesus. Sorry, I didn't.
They'll be talking about Jesus and telling you all a bunch of stories about how terrible being
it
drunk
really
is.
fits in. It makes a lot of sense why you're wearing that crown of thorns the other day. I'm like, why are you wearing that piece of shit? It's gotta hurt. You're bleeding all over the place. You're like, I gotta do what I gotta do.
What I do.
Some people will die and they will go to heaven, and I will be seated at the right hand of my daddy. And
What
he's not my father. He's just my daddy. He's my blood boy.
What if you found out heaven and hell were actually real and we were wrong, but that heaven was super boring and hell wasn't that bad?
So it's basically what I feel about if they were real and not real. That like the most worthless people would be in heaven. Like I've never.
Like, it's just
peop-
be so boring,
like,
and you'd be
people
like,
that
fuck.
people that live their lives to go to heaven because of religion or whatever. First off, they're cheating the whole time. So it's like, oh, you're gonna go to heaven, you fucking piece of shit. But at the same time, they're delusional in the fact that they're good people.
Yeah.
Like going back to the good people thing you brought up, where you get burgers, like they're good people, like, you know, like fucking an actor.
That's what I'm saying.
Who's
like,
on a comedy show
when I
and
was
goes
arguing,
and does stand-up.
When I was arguing with those kids about being good people, I was like, do any of you help the pygmies?
But
or
it's all
really
it's
feeding
like
homeless?
But it's all perspective. It's like it's good to you. Somebody that helps out people and does good things is a good person. To a business person, somebody who racks up the most ducats is the good person.
True.
To Hitler, the person that exterminates the most fucking people that aren't fucking white, blonde-haired, tall, like fucking
Mostly Jews. They weren't really.
No,
there weren't
it
a
lot
lot of
gays.
There were a lot of
Everything that
gays.
wasn't a white, blonde-haired person had to have a patch on them.
But Hitler had black hair.
Yeah, well, he was self-hating Jew. I think he was Jewish too. I hate. You know what I hate? The fact that people like to highlight the fact that Hitler and President Bush are paint. You know what? I hate that.
Well,
it's like, oh, they're because
well,
you know what
first off,
happens?
Hitler was a painter before he became the Fuhrer, and then President Bush became a painter after he was a president. It's not the same at all.
They're both different but equal to me.
Not equal.
To me, like neither of those people. Like the fact that the
Bush
highlight
is terrible, but
the fact that the highlight of their
Hitler.
life, the fact that the highlight of their life. Listen, Bush was the biggest piece of shit before we got the most recent biggest piece of shit, which is another person from that side of the fucking aisle where it's like business.
Oh, you mean the garbage
business.
pail kid who's our president?
Bush was by far the worst, and then this guy is the same thing, but also retarded.
He's
and
so
insulting.
bad he made me forget how
But-
bad Bush was.
Bush and Hitler, same sides of the same coin. They're both. Neither person is somebody to look up to.
No,
neither person is somebody to look up
but
to.
I'm still not making that comparison.
And the fact, like, imagine if both of them were credited as being stand-up comics.
We got to end our UMC show.
We'll end it, but I'm just saying. Imagine if both of those people were instead of like they paint.
I'm not gonna.
They're both stand-up comics.
I'm just not comparing anyone to Hitler because Hitler's Hitler and George Bush.
I'm not comparing.
Is a terrible dude.
I'm
but-
comparing the fact they're both horrible people for different reasons.
Yeah.
But they both paint. That's why I'm bringing them up.
Yeah.
Imagine both of those people being stand-up comics. Like Hitler, was early stand-up comedy, and then he got
like
it
a
instead
Lenny
of
Bruce
art. Instead of them doing art, Hitler did stand-up comedy before he became the Fuhrer. I'm just saying.
I think it matters that it was before one's
but
power
but
and one was after.
Let me just translate that.
Yeah.
Stand-up comedy, Hitler does it before becoming the Fuhrer. Bush does it after, like, legally giving out the freedom to all people and starting a fake war and starting a war that's not ended, right?
Yeah.
Bush did a lot of things that were like he turned the country, like within the 8 years Bush was employed, most Americans became unemployed,
very
especially
much.
towards the end of his fucking thing.
Yes.
So Bush
Biggest
did a
terrorist
lot.
attack
So
of all time
maybe
happened
not,
on his watch.
Maybe not
Couple
the
wars that
worst
have never
person.
ended.
He's not Hitler.
He's not Hitler.
He did not. But both people, horrible people, not somebody that I would ever be inspired by.
I agree with you.
However, noted for being
I
painters.
just don't- I like-
both noted
I
for
don't-
being. Now imagine them both being noted for being stand-up comics.
No, I agree.
That's insulting to stand-up comedy. Why would you put that? Why would you even like mention
Here's
that?
the thing, though. Bush's paintings have actually gotten better, though. He's
That doesn't-
getting better at art.
You know what happens when you do everything in life?
You get
multiple
better at it.
times. Yeah, so surprising. A fucking retard does something multiple times and he's getting better.
I'm
Is
not
he
saying
a
I
great
want.
artist?
I don't want to buy any of his
No,
paintings.
of course
but
not. Of course he's getting better. If you've been doing something on a regular basis for years now, I mean 9 years. It's been
9.
let's say 5 years. 5 years of
Yeah,
painting.
he probably didn't start right away.
You
Probably
are
took a
going
fucking
to
years
get
off.
better at everything you do in 5 years if you do it on a
Because the
regular
first
basis.
time I saw his paintings,
That's like
not that impressed.
Okay, so it's like they're
By the
both
end-
doing stand up, and it's like, oh
True.
well,
After-
Bush. Have you heard? It's like,
My
have you
first
heard
show
Mencia's?
versus
Have you
my
heard
last show.
Have you heard Mencia's new shit? He's not stealing anymore. Have you heard his new shit? I don't.
My
give a
first
fuck
show
of
versus
Mencia.
my last show I ever did, vastly different, way better, way more.
Have you ever walked before? How good were you the first time versus like the fifth
Dude,
time?
I did
you know,
like cartwheels and backflips.
it's
you couldn't believe how
everything
well
in life. The more
I
you
was
do
the,
it,
I was the best walker
So the
you've
fact
ever
that-
seen the first time.
the fact that somebody is
you saw what happened
gets
to me
better.
recently.
Yeah,
I'm getting progressively less good at walking.
yeah, but you do it less too.
True.
So that's just proves my point.
All right.
Because you're not doing it as much, you're not as good as it. You know? Like if Bush stopped painting and then 10 years from now he starts to paint again, he's not going to be good. He's going to be like, how did I do this shit again? It's been like a decade. I'm just saying it's insulting, like for the thing, like out of everything in their life. Oh, they're painters. They're artists now. So it's like, why? They're
Dude, all artists are murderers, so get over it.
I just don't want to be found out, man. I don't like to move.
You're really.
I'm just saying the soil out here is very hard.
Thou
I can't
dost
bury anybody.
protest too much. You're like,
No.
I'm just saying,
Yeah.
artists aren't all
Yeah.
fucking terrible people.
Yeah.
That's all I'm trying to
Yeah.
say. Son
Yeah.
of a bitch. Just believe me, guys. I'm serious.
But if you were in the same room with
There's
both
no
of those
one-
guys,
There's no one in the ceiling of our bathroom right now, decaying slowly.
that was before I got here. Before you got here.
Oh yeah, no, I got here a month later.
I know. I'm just saying spackle dries fast. I'm just saying people don't need to talk about things that they don't know anything about, and that if the thing that you were passionate about, not that I'm super passionate about painting specifically, but I mean, as far as passion's concerned, we both are huge comedy fans.
Yes.
You've done it.
Yes.
If either of those guys were they're like the only other thing aside from the dog shit life that they led and the things that they did.
But again,
the only other thing that they're known for is comedy, stand-up comedy.
But that's
That
an
would be
artist. That's an artist too. I get what you're saying.
Yeah, but it's like
being. But
they're not artists.
I don't
They're
care.
like
they've done
they're
art.
fucking mass murderer people, and it's like, oh,
Who
but
also
they're an
paint on the
artist.
side.
Yeah, but it's like, why is that the thing? Like, did they garden? Why isn't gardening a thing? Why isn't like walking their dog a thing?
Maybe they didn't
Why
do
isn't
any
fucking,
of that shit. Maybe that's their only. Maybe that's their only
art,
groove.
I just think people put art on such a high pedestal that like Kanye's an artist. No, he's a fucking crazy person.
He's
a
a
fucking
fucking
insane person.
genius if you ask him.
No, I know. Or no, he's a genius if you ask his fans too.
Yeah, too. I've gotten arguments with people. About
I don't. I would never get an. If
All
anybody wants to argue with me on Kanye, you can contact me at gofuckyourself.com because I have no desire. There's no argument. So, like somebody arguing for Kanye is like somebody arguing for like dirt tastes good. It's like not to me. It doesn't.
It's not terrible.
Some people do eat dirt. I'm not one of those people. Good luck with
If
it.
you mix a little chocolate powder in,
No,
it, I mean,
it's dirt,
not-
pure
it's-
dirt. That's
yeah.
what he is to me. It's
Saying,
pure dirt.
like,
Oh, I mean, some people
little
drop.
cinnamon.
I think.
What if you like
Yeah, I don't know.
spice it up?
Kanye. Oh, he made shoes. He's a
All right.
fucking artist.
All right, let's end
That's
this
a long
shit.
one. Anyway.
we started with let's follow Keith
500
Spurlock before we
100,
started that.
100. That's true, but that's
100.
Hey, numbers are new.
100.
Yeah, I'm Kanye. I'm a fucking god. Kanye, I'm an artist. Anyway, follow Keith. Fuck him. Follow me. Fuck me. Go to inspireddisorder.com.
Fuck them. We're geniuses.
YouTube, iTunes, go fuck yourself. You know what you can do? You can bend over, put your pants down, stick your finger up your ass, and cough like a duck. Ha ha! Woo! Peace, people.
I'm the champion.
I love you.
I hope you enjoyed this episode of the Inspired Disorder podcast. Embedded signals within this podcast have reprogrammed your natural thinking patterns. Side effects may include lack of inhibitions, erectile dysfunction, anal leakage, transcendental communication with beings from 4 of the 7 primary dimensions. In the event of a tear in space-time, please keep your hands down and feet together. Any loss of life or limbs due to interdimensional travel is not the responsibility of this podcast.